Save on Tide Pods at CVS.
At Rocket, we know buying a home is exciting and a bit overwhelming. Ready to buy a home but stressed about writing those big checks? Rocket can help you save. When you buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage, you can get up to $10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket Mortgage. It's a pretty big deal, and one you can get only with Rocket. Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started today.
For purchase transactions only, must log rate between 331 and 831. Call 8337-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Radio BC4X, Toyota.
Where easy listening goes all electric and accelerating is
Easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places. The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Visit the 99 restaurants the day after the Red Sox win, and 99 Rewards members get a free kids meal with every adult entree purchase. The 99 Restaurant, the official family restaurant of the Boston Red Sox.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. Some summer items should not be mixed in with your curbside recycling. Items like garden hoses, plastic planters, pool toys, squirt guns, and lawn chairs are generally not recyclable and are best donated to charity. If you have a question as to whether an item can be recycled, look at the recycling triangle and number, usually on the bottom of the product. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay, Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe Weil with you here in the WEEI studios. It's the Red Sox versus the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox are 5-1 against the Bronx Bombers this year and up 3 games on them in the standings. But the Red Sox are 3.5 games back of the Toronto Blue Jays for the third wildcard spot in the American League. And after dropping 2 against the Nats in a row, the Red Sox looking for a big-time rebound tonight. Brian Bayo getting the start for the Sox in this series opener in the Bronx. Before every game, we hear Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford.
Well, Alex, certainly Washington didn't go the way you hoped it would, but now you're here in New York where you played very well, 5-1 against the Yankees to start the season.
Yeah, we got to turn the page, right? And we got this team right here, and then just got to come here and play good baseball. I think yesterday it just didn't go our way offensively. At least we put good at bats in the second part of the game, and hopefully that momentum we can carry it here and have a good offensive night here in New York.
Did Chris Sale come through physically okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. It's one of those that probably feel more convicted, leaving him out there probably in the next one. I don't want to push him too hard right away. We know how important he is and obviously the road to recovery. So it just didn't work out, but so far everything good.
I know Bayo gave up more hits than normal in his last start, but he's been very good against the Yankees, 2 outstanding games.
Yeah, he's been good. And obviously, teams are making adjustments, and now for us is to recognize that and make adjustments ourselves. His stuff is still really good. He's not afraid of the big stage, so it should be a fun night for him here.
Yeah, he does seem to relish the big moments.
He does, and he understands how important the games are, how important he is for the pitching staff, and I know he's ready to go.
Do you feel that that break you gave Yoshida has already shown evidence of success?
Well, he took ground balls yesterday for hits, so that's the beauty of him, right? Like, he's struggling, and he gets 2 hits a day. So he took some good swings. We felt like more balance. The first at bat when he came as a pinch hitter 2 days ago, it was a good one. So hopefully, come here, get his first Yankee Stadium hit, and have fun.
How about Jarren Duran? You have him back in the lineup. You think that hit yesterday really helped his frame of mind?
Put a good swing. Went the other way, was direct to it. So, same thing here. Just make sure we stay on pitches on the fastball, not try to do too much. And when he does that, he's one of the best.
Aaron Judge has walked about twice a game since he's returned to the lineup. Is that a reflection on the rest of the Yankee lineup?
I mean, it's kind of like Rafi here, right? You recognize who the guy is in the other dugout and pitch accordingly, right? And we don't want him to beat us. So it's not that we're going to go out there and walk him the whole time, but we got to be smart about it. He's still very dangerous regardless of his injury, so you just got to be careful.
What do you know about Johnny Brito, who's starting first time you faced him?
Yeah, good arm. Good fastball, good slider, good changeup. Different release. He kind of like pulls off, and then the arm comes. So, we were watching him against the Marlins. He had an outing too, coming out of the bullpen against Houston. All these Dominican throwing guys that they throw hard. So we just got to make sure we get him in the plate, and if we do that, it should be a good night for the Red Sox.
And their bullpen's still the best ERA in the league. Is it showing any signs of fatigue?
Not really. They still throwing the ball really, really well. So, that's the beauty of them. That's why they hang in there, because they can pitch.
The Sherwin-Williams question every Friday comes from Gould Painting in Methuen. How do you think the pitch clock has helped the game, and are there any other changes you'd like to see?
It's been great, I think. You see, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but attendance is way up. I think it's more active game. It's been fun to see it. And I was actually thinking about it. We haven't had a violation in a while until 2 days ago, whatever. But I think the players, they're not talking about it anymore, which is the most important thing. Maybe next year we can go to 20 seconds with nobody on. I think nobody is going to complain about it, and it gives the pitcher probably more time to recuperate.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Joe.
Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus is an exclusive program with pro-level services designed to help you manage and grow your business.
All right, great to hear. Our Joe Castiglione with Alex Cora, head of Red Sox versus Yankees tonight. First pitch coming up in about 30 minutes from Yankee Stadium. The Yankees come in 60-61. They've played better at home than on the road. They are 35-28 in the Bronx, 25-33 on the road. But the Yankees started the season 34-23. Since then, they've gone 26-38. They only have 5 wins in the month of August. So the Red Sox have slumped, but the Yankees have slumped even more. And the Red Sox are 3 games up on them in the standings. Here is today's Red Sox batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. And here's the starting 9 for the Red Sox. Alex Verdugo out in right field, leading things off. Rafi Devers in the 2 spot. He's playing third base. Justin Turner in the 3 position. He's the designated hitter. So far for Turner in the month of August, he is 7 for 26. He has 2 home runs, and just rattling off those stats because he's been dealing with that bruised heel this entire month, but still putting up solid production. In the 4 spot, it's Masataka Yoshida. He is out in left field, again, doing the cleanup work today for the Red Sox. The red-hot Tristan Casas, he's batting 5th. He's playing at first base. Can't wait to see him at Yankee Stadium during this 3-game set with how hot he's been at the plate. Since the All-Star break, he is hitting .337 with a 427 on base and a 726 slugging percentage. So again, Costas batting 5th. Trevor Story batting 6th. He is a shortstop. 7-8-9 looking like this. Jarren Duran out in center field. First start for him since the series opener against the Nationals. Reese McGuire doing the catching, batting 8th. And then it's Pablo Reyes at second base, rounding out the 9 with Brian Bayo on the mound for the Red Sox. The 9 for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Jake Bauers, Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres, Billy McKinney, Harrison Bader, Anthony Volpe, and Ben Rortvedt. The Friday Farm Report is sponsored by your New England Kubota tractor dealers. The versatile Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors are rated number 1 in durability and owner experience. In Mass, it's Norfolk Power Equipment in Rentham and Carver, or visit them at Burrillville, Rhode Island. And here is the Farm Report. We're going to start with Ceddanne Rafaela, who hit yet another home run for the Woo Sox yesterday. And Woo Sox broadcaster Jim Kane just put this out on his Twitter account. Since his AAA debut on June 29th, Rafaela is tied for the International League lead in home runs with 13. He has the most extra base hits in the league with 27 since his call-up from Portland. And then he ranks third in the league in RBIs since his call-up. The numbers, the slash line for Rafaela in Worcester: 319 average, 371 on base percentage, 669 slugging percentage, OPS above 1,000, 13 home runs for him in 39 games. He'd be a fun guy to see in September. We'll see what the Red Sox decide, but he is doing great work with the Woo Sox. Another Woo Sox to give a shout-out to is Wilyer Abreu. Of course, the Red Sox got him in the trade at the trade deadline last year with Christian Vasquez going to the Astros and Manuel Valdez. Wilyer Abreu coming back for the Red Sox. Abreu this month for the Woo Sox: 14 games, 22 for 50, 3 doubles, and 8 home runs to go along with 21 RBIs. So Abreu just crushing it with the Woo Sox as well, alongside Ceddanne Rafaela. And then I want to give a quick nod to Kyle Teal, the Red Sox first-round pick from this year. He's with High A Greenville right now. In 5 games coming into tonight, he's 10 for 22 with 2 doubles, 3 walks, and 6 RBIs. So hopefully all 3 of those guys can continue to do what they have been doing as of late and get up to Boston fairly soon. But in the meantime, it's the Red Sox versus Yankees. Red Sox looking to get back into the race, 3.5 out with 41 games left and 3.5 back of the Toronto Blue Jays. So they need to rack up some wins in a stretch of 16 consecutive games against the Yankees team that is in some ways packing it in. They've lost 5 consecutive games, so it must win for them as well. But this rivalry, you always get up for it, and the Red Sox need to put the death nail in the Yankees' coffin here in 2023. They have an opportunity to do that tonight. Coming up next, we'll have the FanDuel bet du jour. We'll get you the Catches Law Group injury report. On top of that, the Subaru of New England scoreboard and the BMW keys to the game. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Let's go, Parker! Go, Wolverines!
Babe, do we have any bananas at home?
No, but I can order them on Instacart for delivery tonight.
Oh, how about milk?
Can do. I also added laundry detergent and snacks for the crew.
Sweet! Go team! Get weekly groceries and essentials delivered in as fast as 1 hour, so you can get back to what matters. Visit Instacart.com for free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply. Instacart. Add life to cart.
How do you like your steak? Medium? Rare? How about on sale at Shaw's and Star Market? Today through Thursday, pick up New York strip steak or lamb loin chops bone-in, 3 pounds or more for just $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. They limit to 2. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Radio Busy for X.
Easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style and intuitive touchscreen.
Easy peasy, easy peasy.
And smooth acceleration. The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
I was crossing the street when I met the love of my life.
law.com. Only one injury to report on, and this was something I could have put in the Friday Farm Report, kept it for the Catches Law Group injury report. It's about a prize prospect for the Red Sox. On Monday in Houston. So this is a little more than 2 months since he suffered the facial fractures from the line drive off the bat of Kyle Higashioka. In a game that the Red Sox played at home against the Yankees in mid-June, and it caught him on the right cheek. So it's great to get Tanner Houck back as this Red Sox rotation continues to get more whole as the season has progressed. Key stretch, of course, though. 41 games left. The Red Sox 63-58, 3.5 games back of the Blue Jays for the third wildcard spot. Time is ticking. The Red Sox with 1 in 10 odds, according to Fangraphs, in terms of making the playoffs. They can get back into the race, though, with a win tonight, taking care of business against the New York Yankees in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium against their arch rival. Continue to put the Yankees down, who have lost 5 consecutive games. They are tumbling from the standings. They were in the wild card race. Now they're 6.5 games back of the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox have a chance to deliver a knockout blow to their hopes while helping theirs. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston.
I started shopping for
Plastic planters, pool toys, squirt guns, and lawn chairs are generally not recyclable and are best donated to charity. If you have a question as to whether an item can be recycled, look at the recycling triangle and number, usually on the bottom of the product. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Keeping your kids safe is a full-time job.
Whether it's putting on outlet covers, installing child gates, or gluing down your priceless face. So Duracell made one part of childproofing simple. Our lithium coin batteries are the only ones coated in a non-toxic bitterant to help discourage swallowing. Your kid is safer, and you've got one less thing to worry about. Or glue down. Duracell, engineered for more. Available in 2032, 2025, and 2016 sizes.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
This back-to-school season, Downy and Tide are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US and DC, 16 or older. End September 30th. Rules at downy.com/scholarship/official rules.
Here comes the fun at WaterWiz Water Park. Just minutes from Cape Cod. Speed down our all-new slide experience. Splash around in the wave pool. Float down the lazy river. And enjoy delicious new food options. We are now open for the season, so get ready to whiz out with the entire family. Visit waterwiz.com to buy your tickets online and save. With the best price, purchase your tickets on our website before the day of your visit.
This is
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's good!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Yankee Stadium here in New York, where the Red Sox and the Yankees resume the rivalry. Red Sox won 5 of the first 6 games against the Bombers, who have really been struggling to score runs. They've been shut out the last 2 games. And in fact, they have their longest losing streak currently going at 5. They are 3 behind the Red Sox. in the American League East. Under 500 now at 60-61. This is the latest in any season. They've been under 500 since 1995, and the last time they had a losing season was 1992. Red Sox have dropped 2 straight. They come in at 63 and 58. They are 3.5 behind Toronto for the third wild card and 3 games behind Seattle, which is only half a game behind the Toronto Blue Jays. We have a beautiful night for baseball. Blue skies up above with some clouds, but no threat of rain. It did rain overnight here, some violent storms, but everything's okay now as the umpires make their way onto the field. Temperature comfortable in the low 80s today, and Red Sox will send Brian Bayo to the mound. He's already beaten the Yankees twice this year, and the Yankees have a bullpen game with rookie Johnny Brito getting the call. Will Fleming now has the starting lineup.
Thanks so much, Joe. It's wonderful, as always, to be back here in this ballpark with you. And the Red Sox really have a chance to deliver a haymaker to these Yankees here this weekend. The Yanks come in 6.5 out of the wild card. Andy Fox brings out the Red Sox starting lineup. Is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And Alex Verdugo, who had a pinch hit double in the 9th inning last night, leads it off. He kills the Yankees. He loves this stadium, so he will set the tempo atop the lineup card in right field. Then Rafi Devers, who hit a 453-foot home run yesterday. He bats second. He's the third baseman. Justin Turner stays off his feet defensively. He's the DH. He bats third. And then Masataka Yoshida in there for the second straight day. This ballpark suits Yoshida oh so well. He's in left field cleaning up. Tristan Casas, speaking of, how about 3 homers for Casas in 10 games against the Yankees? He bats fifth. He's the first baseman. Trevor Story is the shortstop, batting sixth. Jarren Duran, pinch hit, ripped a ball down the left field line yesterday, and he's been going through a lot both on and off the field lately, but Red Sox expecting big things from him. He's in there in center field, batting seventh. Reese McGuire will catch Bayo. He bats eighth, and the heroic Pablo Reyes is at second base, and he bats ninth. For the New York Yankees, just a wave of underperforming hitters. The Yankees have scored the 7th fewest runs in the game. They got the 8th worst OPS and the 2nd worst batting average as a team in all of baseball. DJ LeMahieu, one of those underperformers, leads off. He's at third base. And then Aaron Judge, who missed 42 games with that toe ligament injury. This is the first time the Red Sox will see Judge. He's the DH, and he bats second. Jake Bauers at first base, batting third. Giancarlo Stanton has really scuffled this year. He's the cleanup hitter, and he is in right field. Gleyber Torres has been about the Yankees' best player this year, other than Garrett Cole. Torres has really done damage against the Red Sox this season. He bats fifth, and he's the second baseman. Billy McKinney in left field bats sixth. Harrison Bader, center fielder, in the seventh spot. And then Anthony Volpe, who has been hot of late. He's the rookie shortstop, batting eighth. And Ben Rortvedt. Yes, Ben Rortvedt is the catcher, and he bats ninth. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. As Joe told you, it's a spectacular night for baseball. It's going to be a massive crowd here. A lot of these tickets sold long ago, before the Yankees swept away by the Atlanta Braves, dipped below 500 for the first time this late in a year since 1995, and it is just a remarkable setting here with the Red Sox and Yankees trying to get themselves back into the conversation in the American League playoff race. Time and temperature brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. Call 866-90-NATION or go online at windownation.com. I don't know what it is about the Yankees at this ballpark, but it seems to me that games start later and less on schedule than any other place, and I just don't quite know why that is. Alex Cora is coming out to talk to Charlie Ramos, the home plate umpire. Johnny Brito is in the dugout on the first base side. He appears ready to come out onto the field, and now here come the pinstriped New York Yankees. I think Alex Cora is saying, well, why is this not a delay? Why isn't this a violation? Let's get the ball game going. And Alex is still out there, out of the third base dugout, as the umpires are having a really heated conversation, including the crew chief, Manny Gonzalez. as the catcher Ben Rortvedt is saying, can we start our warm-ups? And apparently the answer is yes. You wonder whether there's some kind of telecom issue for these umpires. It's unclear what is going on. Alex Cora, I think he is saying we don't hear anything in our dugout. He just kind of pantomimed with his hands to his ears and then pointed to the dugout as if there's something real wrong going technologically here at Yankee Stadium. Now the best rivalry in sports continuing tonight is footage of Pedro and Manny and Roger and Don Zimmer and Poppy and Alex Rodriguez is playing here in the ballpark. Alex Verdugo is in the on-deck area, and it's still the umpires with hands to their ears trying to communicate back and forth are huddled up down the third baseline. So the Red Sox come in 5 games over 500. This begins a very difficult stretch. Even with the Yankees playing poorly, they'll then be in Houston, welcome the Dodgers, and then the Astros. So a pivotal stretch coming off a series loss to the Washington Nationals. The Orioles are 73-47. They're atop the American League East, and they're in Oakland tonight. And that's a 9:40 start. Meantime, the Tampa Bay Rays are at the Angels. And Tampa's got Ramirez on the mound. The hurricane that's coming up the West Coast has forced some scrambling for the Dodgers, Angels, and Padres. All of them will play double headers tomorrow and not tempt fate on Sunday. So the Rays will have 2 tomorrow in L.A. Meantime, the wild card competitors, the Toronto Blue Jays, are in Cincinnati with Jose Barrios on the mound. That ball game going to the bottom of the second, scoreless at the Great American Ballpark. And Seattle, now they will warm up the Astros for the Red Sox. They are there at 8:10. Bryce Miller against France. And something really weird is going on here, Joe. The home plate umpire, Charlie Ramos, is now going out to the mound to stop Brito from warming up.
I think pitch count might be out everywhere. I think that's what this discussion is about. It's how Ramos sort of point to his ear.
I think we've been remarkably lucky in the main at how infrequently this has happened. It's not been that disruptive. I mean, it's sped up games. It's worked effectively, but it is frustrating when technology gets in the way. But now Charlie claps his hands together. He says to Manny Gonzalez, vamos. It's time for baseball. The Red Sox and the Yankees is now a conversation with Aaron Boone in the first base dugout. Trying to read some lips here. But we are going to have a ball game, and it's about to start right here and right now. Verdugo to face Johnny Brito as Charlie Ramos has tried to break up a meeting on the mound with the catcher, Rortvedt, and the pitcher, Johnny Brito. They got to make a decision one way or the other. There's like all this conversation. Let's start, let's stop, let's meet, let's discuss. And now Charlie Ramos is saying to the catcher, let's go. Very difficult to read the lips of Charlie Ramos talking to Brito before the game. This is another one of those spots, I think, Joe, where it certainly would be helpful to inform the 45,000 people in the ballpark what's going on.
And why the delay?
And
but
now,
I do think it has to do with technology somehow.
Agreed.
Well, Verdugo's in the batter's box, and Ramos claps his hands as Yankees continue to talk to the umpire, the crew chief there, Manny Gonzalez. We're ready. And here's Alex. Led off one of the games in Washington with a home run, hitting a .271, 9 homers. He's driven in 46, and he takes a call strike from Johnny Brito, a rookie right-hander. He's making his 16th appearance, his 5th different stint with the Yankees this year, his 13th start, 4-5, with a 4.76 ERA, and Verdugo grounds a foul. First base side into the Yankee dugout, and it's 0-2. Alex 7th in doubles with 29. 78 degrees at game time. The pitch. Swing. There's a line drive down the right field line. Should be extra bases. It hits on the track. He one-hops the wall. And Alex on his way to second. He makes it with a pop-up slide easily as the throw goes into the second baseman, Torres, from the right fielder, Stanton. On an 0-2 pitch, the leadoff double. And the Red Sox have a man in scoring position for Rafi Devers, who's had 21 career home runs against the Bronx Bombers. Yesterday he had a mammoth shot in Washington, his 27, hitting a .262 with 81 RBIs and 53 extra base hits. Johnny Brito has had some trouble with a long ball. And the pitch home is a breaking ball up and away for ball one. Brito's allowed 12 homers in 62 and 1/3 innings, a high number. He's also walked 33 while fanning 47, a low total by today's standards of strikeouts. Opponents hitting .246 against the rookie. 25 years old from the Dominican Republic. Taken high, and it's ball two. Red Sox would love to put some numbers up on the board early here. Ryan Baio on the mound. Shortstop pinch toward the middle, Volpe. And the 2-0 coming to Raffy. And he swings and lines a base hit in the left center field. Verdugo started back to second, so he won't be able to score. He stops at third. Ball was hit a little bit in front of him, but hard to judge whether the shortstop would make the play. So the Red Sox have runners at first and third for Justin Turner, is hitting at .285, which is 9th overall with 19 homers. He's driven in 73. This is a bullpen game for the Yankees. Well, Brito has started, as we said, now 13 times. He is from the resort city of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, 6'2", 210 pounds. That first pitch is a call strike to Turner. Last year he went 11-4 in Double-A Somerset in New Jersey and Triple-A Scranton Wilkes-Barre with a 2.96 ERA. So he was second among Yankee farmhands in wins last season. Red Sox getting their first look at this right-hander, who wears number 76. Here's the pitch. And another strike over the outside edge. That was 91. Call it a changeup. Take a little something off the fastball. This place is not filled to capacity right now anyway. 0-2 pitch. And he takes a little outside. Close pitch to take. New York Post is writing today they expect some angry fans here after the Yankees' 2-7 trip, which wound up with 5 straight losses and 2 straight shutouts.
Some of that will depend on how these games go.
1-2 to Turner with the runners at first and third. Nobody out in the first. Brito deals. A little bit low and away. Well, he's got a good knowledge of the strike zone. Took a couple of very close pitches there. Brito signed out of the DR in 2016. With 2 years in rookie ball. Missed 2 years. One due to an injury, one due to COVID. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little looper to shallow center. That drops for a base hit. Red Sox are on the board. Verdugo scores. Raffy stops at second. And it's 1-0 Boston with nobody out here in the first inning as we come to the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the order with batters 3 through 6 homer. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. RBI number 74 for Turner. And here is Yoshida hitting an even .300 with 12 homers. And he's driven in 56. Had a couple of days off. Seemed to be a little bit weary. But he's batting cleanup tonight. Brito delivers. And a fastball inside off the middle. The catcher rolls up the third base line, but not far enough for the runners to advance.
Well, what a great start for the Red Sox. I've felt since the moment we left D.C. that Verdugo was ripe for a huge weekend here in New York. His swing looks totally dialed in. Great.
Double is 30th.
Amazing. I mean, the Red Sox lead the universe in doubles. And then Raffy locked in. And what an at-bat again from Turner, who I think more than anybody on this team finds himself 0-2, 1-2, and then works his way back into count. He's like this year's Xander Bogaerts in that way.
Took a lot of close pitches. It paid off. That ball really clanked off the body of the catcher, Rorvet, as if he were crossed up on that play.
We're going to have to watch here. I haven't had a shot yet of the catcher. If he's using the hand signals, maybe it is a cross-up, which we don't get with PitchCom. He's looking at the card in his hat. Is Rorvet. I think they are going analog signs again, Joe.
Appears to be the case. Certainly that was a cross-up.
Yep, he's doing the fingers between the legs.
1 ball, no strikes to Masataka Yoshida. Red Sox took 2 of 3 here.
And these guys just aren't used to it, Joe. He keeps stepping off and looking at his hat.
Now Rorschach goes out to the mound. He's calling the infielders in.
I mean, I wonder whether they're going to be more lenient, too, with the rules on the step-off, because
Matt Blake, their pitching coach, is barking at the umpire as he goes out there.
yeah, I think what he just said, it is BS that we started this game, essentially, without the technology operating.
Blake out of Holy Cross. She lived in Boston for a while when he worked at a pitching school.
But, like, that's 2 disengagements, right? I mean, he's stepped off twice. Does that mean that right now, if Devers and Turner were to break and they didn't retire him, it'd be a balk?
Well, that's what I think Blake is asking.
And now Aaron Boone going to join the conversation. This is getting out of hand.
Ramos, the umpire, is listening to Aaron Boone. They don't seem to be arguing, but Boone doesn't like the explanation.
I get it. I get it what you're trying to tell me, but it's not. It's a rule, a specific rule for that.
There is a rule, he says, Manny, to cover this problem with the pitch com. So maybe it is if he disengages again, it's a balk.
I would think so, yeah. I think that's what Boone didn't like to hear.
Yep, that's why he put the 2 fingers up. 2 visits and 2 disengagements.
Well, they run. Not exactly the right combination, though. On the bases, here's the pitch. Swing, there's a shot hammered to deep right center field, back by the warning track, and this ball's gone! Into the right center field bleachers, 3-run homer, Yoshida. And the Red Sox lead it 4-0 with nobody out in the first inning. Can you believe it? A bullet, number 13 for Massa, giving him 59 RBIs as he lined that 1-0 pitch out. And that means another $200 for Safe Light to donate to the Greater Boston Food Bank. That was crushed. A low line drive. Number 13 for Massa and the Red Sox with a crooked number on the board in the first inning. And here comes Casas, who's been on fire. And he takes a breaking ball for a call strike.
Well, look, I guess I understand the frustration with the technology, but these guys have been playing baseball their whole lives without PitchCom, and I think the pitching coach and Aaron Boone made that delay too long.
Big swing and a miss at a high fastball. It's 0-2. Casas hit number 20 yesterday. He's got 40 RBIs, hitting at .256, and he's now 10th in the American League at on-base percentage at .356.
I think the probability now that Aaron Boone gets ejected from this game is extraordinarily high.
He's had 6 of them this year. So it's 0-2. Now, Casas granted time. Yoshida's last home run was back on July 25th against Atlanta at Fenway. His first in the month of August, the pitch. Fastball up and away. 4-0 Red Sox with nobody out in the first inning. Kristen has really hit some mammoth home runs of late, including yesterday's off the lefty Corbin. Here it is, and he takes strike over the inside corner. Down he goes. Finally the first out. That was a good fastball. The sinker, the back over the inside edge. There's that awful whistle again. Please. That's probably the most obnoxious sound in baseball.
Well, the
at least for my ears.
Trop has some of it.
Oh,
yes.
they do. Yeah, I forgot about the
But when
Trop,
you combine this park and the opponent, I'm with you.
Right here is a call strike to Trevor Story, trying to break an 0 for 12. He's 7 for 31 overall, looking for his first RBI.
I think in a lot of ways they really iced the pitcher, Brito, with all those meetings and the pauses.
Could be, yeah. They disrupted his timing. There's rhythm, the 0-1. Ball strike and a high breaking ball.
I mean, they all have the cards still in their hats as a backup plan in case it fails.
Red Sox are only 9-29 in the Bronx since 2019, but they have a 4-0 lead with 1 out here in the first inning. Story behind 0-2. Pitch count threatening. There's a swing and a high pop foul. This is playable for the first baseman, it appears. Bauer on the track, and Jake Bowers makes the catch for the out in foul territory. Two men down here for Jaron Duran, who hopefully, in his mind, got the bat going last night with a 2-run pinch, with a double, that is, in the ninth inning as a pinch hitter. .299 for Jaron, 8 homers. He's driven in 4. He's got 34 doubles and 23 steals. There's a swing and a drive hit deep to left, but it's going to hang up. Back is McKinney. He's under it. Makes the catch at the edge of the track for the out.
PitchCom is not working. They just confirmed that in the press area. If it's resolved in game, they'll notify us, but interested to see how Bayo deals without PitchCom.
So the Red Sox get 4 before they're finally retired. And the Yankees coming to bat in the first on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Life can be shattered in a moment. When that happens, you need a big law firm to fight for you. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Where easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style and intuitive touchscreen.
Easy peasy, easy peasy. Yeah.
And smooth acceleration.
Easy breezy.
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Valley Church Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher during the 23 season, the Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Another meeting with Alex Cora and the umpires, obviously discussing this PitchCom situation. Ryan Bayo takes the mound. He's beaten the Yankees twice this year. Back-to-back starts here and then at Fenway. Reese McGuire, the catcher, will be flashing the signs the old-fashioned way as LeMahieu comes up. After a tough start, he's got a 9-game hit streak going. DJ LeMahieu takes inside ball 1. Hitting a .242, 8 homers, and he's driven in 29. Last year he played with a toe injury that really hampered him, and this year it's been a calf injury. He seems to have slowed down physically. That's inside and low, 2-0.
Something to really monitor now, Joe, is the pitch timer, because you're waiting on signs that are delivered more slowly than with the PitchCom.
Pass ball for a strike over the outer half.
Like there, after the 1-0 pitch, Bayo messed with the rosin bag. It was off the mound while McGuire was giving signals without him on the rubber.
It will be an adjustment. 2-1 pitch. Outside. Well, the team just got you 4 runs. You don't want to walk the leadoff man, but he's falling behind LeMahieu. 3-1, especially with Aaron Judge on deck. 3-1 pitch. Here's a strike. Sinking fastball in there, so it's going full house to DJ LeMahieu, who won batting titles in each league. And the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. The shortstop has it. Story throws him behind the bag at second and gets him. So athletic the way he moves. Smooth. So a 6-3 out brings up Judge, who's walked 20 times since he came off the IL. He's walking almost twice a game. Doesn't seem much to hit. High pitch to him. Anthony Rizzo remains out with concussive symptoms. Pitch to Judge is taking high ball one. He challenged him there with a high heater at 96. Judge hitting at 281. He's homered 22 times despite missing all those games. 45 RBIs. And the pitch sinks in there for a strike. Make it with 95. 1-1. To Judge, who's DHing tonight with Stanton and Wright. Here's the 1-1. That runs down and in with a sinker.
I'm with you. Why give him anything to hit? I mean, this is a different situation. You know, nobody on. You got 4 runs on the board. But late in the game, if there's a big spot with runners on, why would you pitch to him?
There's no need to, certainly. The Yankees struggling behind him. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire, Manny Gonzalez. That's not Manny Gonzalez. They've given us the wrong umpire rotation. Here's a 2-2. Way outside with a breaking ball. Let's see how they realign the umpires, but it is Ramos.
They're saying it's Manny Gonzalez behind home plate and
like
Ramos at
right.
first base.
That's more like it. 3-2. Swing, ground ball, pull foul past the third base coaching box. First game of the series. Often the umpire rotation provided is wrong.
All it takes is one visit to the room.
Pretty simple. 3-2 pitch. Judge takes strike 3. Got him on a changeup. A right-on-right changeup down and in at 85, and he took it, and he knew it. So here comes Jake Bauers, a former Cleveland Guardian and Tampa Bay Ray. One of his last 17. He's hitting at 213. He does have 11 homers. Left-hand batting first baseman. They expect Rizzo to be out at least another couple of weeks. Had some cognitive issues. The pitch low and away. Had a collision on the bases with Tatis of San Diego. And he's feeling the effects. The 1-0. Driven high down the left field line and foul.
There's some criticism for not properly diagnosing that sooner.
Yeah, he made a West Coast trip right after. Big leaders who circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipe lining, residential and commercial. The pitch up and in. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. Yandy Diaz is leading the league in hitting now at 322, with Bo Bichette at 321. Then Ohtani and Naylor of Cleveland at 306.
Bichette said he's going to be in Cleveland in the lineup tomorrow.
He's been out a while with a sore knee. 2-1 pitch coming to left-hand hitting Bauers. And he takes low. Of course, the Yankees once had a great right fielder, Hank Bauer. Who wore number 9.
I should say Cincinnati. It'd be weird if he went to Cleveland where the Tigers are.
Rained out. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Walked him. Oh, he walked. 213 hitter, bringing up Stanton, who's hitting only 201, but still dangerous. 5 of his last 31. 18 homers for Giancarlo Stanton. He's driven in 45. So a 2-out walk.
But this is like the old Stanton. Before a couple of years ago, he never hit against the Red Sox. This year, 2 for 19 against them with 7 strikeouts.
Got 15 homers against Boston in his career. Here's the pitch home, and he takes a strike over the outer half. He'll give up 4 runs on 9 hits in his last outing against the light-hitting Tigers. So he wants to bounce back here tonight. 0-1. Strike 2 over the outside edge at the knees.
One adjustment the Red Sox made, they got the benefit of taking the field second. Reese McGuire has painted his fingernails orange.
So the Pitcher can read the signs the old-fashioned way. Here's the 0-2. And a high fly, right field, not deep. Verdugo going over toward the side wall. Reaches out, he can't get it. Foul ball. Getting close.
You think Reese asked Tristan Casas for some advice on how to get that done?
Well, Tristan only wears red and blue. He believes in Red Sox colors on his fingernails.
You shared some news with him today.
Yeah, I said you're in the top 10 in on-base percentage. I said, did you have any doubt? You surprised? Here's the 0-2, up and in, 1-2.
He's delightful, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to talk to. I mean, he's certainly an individual.
Yes.
He's really the reason you like baseball. So many different personalities. Long set. Here's the 1-2, just outside, 2-2.
Body types, too. I mean, look at the difference between the Red Sox first baseman and second baseman. I mean, Casas and Reyes couldn't be different physical specimen, and both have been great.
One's about 6'5", 6'6", the other's about 5'8". The great thing about this game, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him away with another changeup to retire the side. So the walk harmless after 1-4-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
The blockbuster event of the summer is here.
Outrunning a helicopter isn't exactly what I had in mind for my beach getaway.
But this isn't another full-throttle action movie. It's the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Wait, what?
Featuring the action-packed 2023 Nissan Rogue and Nissan Sentra, with sport modes that give the performance of a lifetime.
Stealing my spotlight.
And now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $309 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Availability is limited, so shop your local Nissan store or nissanusa.com today.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
For well-qualified customers, 2023 Rogue S all-wheel drive, $44.49 initial payment, excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Includes $300 manufacturer's rebate applied to $309 per month lease. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 9/5/23.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Good start for the Sox in New York. The greatest rivalry in sports today, sponsored by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. An amazing top of the first inning, 4-zip Sox. And once again, here's a man who has experienced so many great memories. More recently in this ballpark, here's Joe.
Okay, thank you very much, Will. We'll check the Subaru of New England scoreboard as we go along. Don't miss out on the Subaru Summer. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. The first of two necessitated by rain out last night. The Tigers beat the Guardians 4-2. This afternoon, the Royals nipped the Cubs 4-3. Tonight, Toronto scoreless at Cincinnati in the third. Here's Reese McGuire hitting eighth, and he pops the first pitch foul. Third base side out of play. Reese at .273 with one homer. He's driven in 14. The Nats have been hot, lead the Phillies 1-0 in the top of the third. The Braves score 2 in the first to lead the Giants 2-0 and have the bases loaded.
Of course they did.
They're loaded. Ground ball bounced over the mound right behind second base where Volpe's playing, and he throws him out. Well, Volpe came close to being on the left side of second base there the way he was lined up. Can't do that. So a 6-3 out brings up Pablo Reyes, hitting at .318 with 2 homers. Driven in 15. 14 of his last 37 in 10 games. That's .394. Yoshida with a big 3-run homer in the first. There's a sinking fastball in for a strike. Yankees have already used 3 of their mound visits. I counted those, at least on the scoreboard, but the umpires recorded it that way or not, we don't know. The pitch misses high.
Yeah, I saw many put up the fingers. I think they did. It's probably another thing that irks Aaron Boone.
Yeah, I think that's why the pitching coach, Matt Blake, was upset. Here's the 1-1. And a line drive on one hop, grab by the second baseman, and dropped now by Torres. And that'll be an E4, we think. Never know what today's scoring.
That one is a lock.
Hit very hard right at him, and he came up by his belt buckle, sort of handcuffed him, and it rolled behind Gleyber Torres into right center field. So Reyes reaches. And not at the top of the order, and Verdugo began that first inning 4-run rally with a double down the right field line and an 0-2 pitch. That ball actually came up, hit him right in the belly, and then rolled behind Gleyber Torres. There's a call strike on a breaking ball.
Different kind of Gleyber day.
John Sterling's favorites. We hope we don't see one this weekend. 0-1, 1 on, 1 out after the E4. Here's the pitch home, and it's inside.
Verdugo's got the timing back. I mean, he looked the last 4 or 5 days just like he did in April and May.
The double was his 30th. 7th overall in 2 baggers in the AL. Johnny Brito is ready. He delivers. And there's a shot to right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Reyes well on his way to third. He'll make it as the throw comes to the middle of the diamond. And the Red Sox have runners at first and third with 1 out for Raffy.
Great read by Reyes. I mean, not all that hard hit. Kind of a duck giant in the outfield, and Pablo picked it up beautifully and sprinted around. That's a big 90 feet.
How do you like your steak? Medium, rare? How about an on sale at Shaw's in Star Market? Today through Thursday, pick up beef New York strip steak or lamb loin chops, bone in 3 pounds or more for just $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon limit 2. Shaw's in Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Raffy lined a single to left center his first time up and scored. Infield in double play depth, although the third baseman's in close. LeMahieu, the pitch. And a little flare popped into left center. It drops for a base hit off the handle. Another run scores. Stopping at second is Verdugo, and it's 5-0 Red Sox. Off the bat, it looked like Volpe might make a play, but it wasn't hit very high. And Raffy's so strong, he muscled it right off the handle into left center, driving in his 82nd run of the year. Well, Raffy's 2 for 2 with 2 hits to left center field.
I think Brito's lucky there. That was a hanging slider that oftentimes Raffy's putting into the seats. Maybe just in enough near the trademark, but that was not a good pitch.
First and second for Turner, who blooped an RBI single to start the scoring in the first. Brito's given up 5 runs on 6 hits. Of course, that last one unearned because of the error. Pitch home. Fastball. Strike over the inside edge as home plate umpire Manny Gonzalez, who's a native of Venezuela. Nothing in 1 with 2 on and 1 out. And a 5-0 Red Sox lead in the second. Brito deals. There's a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Verdugo being waved home. Now stops. He runs through the sign. The throw goes to third. The Red Sox score. The center fielder, Bader, threw to third.
Oh.
So it's 6-0 Red Sox as Fabulous was waving the runner in.
What a huge break that is.
Verdugo didn't see him or elected to go home anyway.
He waved him home and then stopped him. That was a weird sequence by Carlos. Go and then stop. And Alex said, I'm going too hard. I'm just going to keep trying.
And his head was down. So the throw went to third, and Raffy went diving back to second. So Turner, with his second RBI of the game, is 75th of the year, 6-0. And here's Yoshida, who had a 3-run homer in the first inning on a 1-0 pitch into the right center field seats that left the bat at 102 miles an hour. The pitch. High breaking ball taken for ball 1. So 3 straight hits after the E4. At this rate, the boos will be raining down from the rafters in Yankee Stadium.
Sort of surprised they aren't already.
2 on and only 1 out. Johnny Brito, the rookie, delivers. Ground ball bounce left side, and it's through for a base hit by the lunging shortstop. Another run scores. 7-0 Red Sox. That was a seeing eye hit. LeMahieu doesn't have the greatest range. Went to his left, couldn't reach it. Volpe to his right, and there you hear the boos. 7-0 Red Sox. 4 RBIs for Masataka Yoshida. We're in the second inning. Yankees look stunned in their dugout. That was a seeing eye hit if there ever were one.
No kidding. Dribbler.
Right off the very end of the bat, and I mean the very tip of the bat. Yoshida now with 43 multiple hit games, second in the AL, and here comes Casas.
How do you like the first 4 hitters in the Red Sox order so far?
8 for 8. That's hard to beat. So Turner at second, Yoshida at first. Casas struck out looking his first time up. 7-0 Red Sox. Here's the pitch, and there's a high fly, left field shallow. On comes the left fielder McKinney, and he makes the catch. And there's the second out.
Is that fair to say that's a Bronx cheer?
All the way in the Bronx. So with 2 gone, Trevor Story's up. He fouled the first his first time up. So right now, one of the runs is unearned. Any subsequent runs would be unearned as the Yankees get a right-hander up in their bullpen. That's Ian Hamilton, number 71. We got a lot of tackle numbers because they have so many retired numbers. A lot of 70s. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken high, ball 1.
The anthem today was performed by what looked like a tackle on the Ithaca College football team, a guy named Nick Capodalupo.
He was very good. Ithaca's a long-time national power. Division III football. Power in baseball, too. The 1-0. Strike over the outside edge. They trained a lot of great broadcasters there. They have wonderful facilities. We visited several years ago, and one of ours did 1 semester there. Then moved down to Stonehill, closer to home.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Here's the 1-1. Swing. There's a line drive down the left field line, deep toward the corner, hooking, and foul. Don't think it had quite home run distance. Now it hit the wall, but foul by maybe 7 or 8 feet. So it's 1-2 to Trevor.
The MLB replay folks sent us an official email, and it says, due to a pregame technical issue with the PitchCom system, neither club will be permitted to use the transmitters until the issue is resolved. But if it's resolved in the middle of an inning, they have to wait till the top of the next.
There was certainly a lot of discussion about it. Another 1-2 pitch coming now to Trevor. Here it is. He takes a fastball too high.
I think this has had more to do with Brito than it has PitchCom.
The 7 runs, yes. 39 pitches. This will be number 40 for the righties. Not long for this game. 7-0 Red Sox in the second. Here's the pitch, and Story grounds it to the third baseman. LeMahieu has it. The short way to Torres for the force, who retires the side. But the Red Sox get 3 more. 1 unearned, and so after 1.5, 7-0 Boston in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
It looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
7-0 Red Sox after 1.5 innings. You heard that right. 7-0. 6 of the runs earned. 7 runs for Boston on 8 hits, including the 3-run homer by Yoshida, who's driven in 4 of the 7 runs.
You know, one of the great compliments people give you after 41 years is they can tell the score of a Red Sox game by the tone of your voice. Don't you think that's multiplied by like 10 when it's the Sox and the Yankees?
And 7-0. Yeah. I'm not bashful. Here's Gleyber Torres, whose error opened the gates in the 2nd inning, and he swings and misses. Strike 1 from Brian Bayo. Torres at .265 with 18 homers, but he's grounded into 17 double plays, many of them after walks to Judge in front of him. There's a strike over the outer half, and it's 0-2. Justin Turner, the DH tonight's with the headset on for Apple TV. 0-2. Swinging a foul tip into the mid, 3 pitches, and down goes Torres.
It will surprise you zero, Joe, to hear that not only is Turner mentoring so many people here on the Big League Club, he stays in constant communication with Bobby Dahlbeck, with whom he feels a real kinship, sort of similar career paths, encouraging to stick with it.
Don't forget, he was a low draft pick. Turner was released a couple of times. Here's McKinney taking it outside in high ball 1. Billy McKinney, well-traveled 4th outfielder type, but playing every day with the Yankee injuries, hitting at .230 with 6 homers. Left-hand batter. Had a pretty good start, but the longer utility types play, the more it shows why the utility players. That's outside. 2-0. We'll check the injury report presented by Catches Law Group. Since 1986, Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay unless Catches wins. Free legal evaluation at 508-321-7000 or catcheslaw.com. There's a strike. Tanner Houck is here, and it looks like he may pitch Tuesday in Houston.
Yeah, James Paxton bounced back in a way they weren't expecting, so they want to go to James probably Monday in Houston and Tanner on Tuesday.
Here's the 2-1 deal. McKinney hits a high fly ball foul, third base side. Raffy may have a play. He does behind the coach's box and has it for the out. 2 quick outs here. And it brings up Harrison Bader, hitting a .259 with 7 homers for his last 21. We had a wonderful visit today with Jemai Webster and Ben Johnston, the Nesson director. Mark Jan to the Jackie Robinson Museum, which is at 75 Varick Street in Soho. Pitch is taken high ball 1. We went last year right after it was open to the public, and it's wonderful. And part of it's baseball, but so much of it's civil rights and the wonderful life of the great Jackie Robinson, to me the most significant player in the history of baseball. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
I mean, it's Ruth and Jackie, right? I mean, that's the discussion, and it's just in such different ways.
But he had such a varied career, too, as an entrepreneur. Jackie Robinson Construction Company, loan inside into fair housing. Of course, he worked as executive for Chock full of Nuts Coffee right after baseball. In fact, the folks there say he is the original freedom rider, because on weekends, after working Chock full of Nuts and personnel, he would go around the country raising money for the NAACP. There's the strike. So he was really an original freedom rider, and such an intelligent and giving individual.
Lost too soon.
2-2. Swung on and missed. He waved it a slider away. 4 Yankees have fanned out of the first 7. They don't have a hit yet, and after 2, 7-0 Red Sox on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up. The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yes, it's 7-0 Red Sox after 2 innings. Brito's still on the mound. I'd like to send along greetings to our good friend and sponsor, the COO of the Hebrew Home in Riverdale, New York, David Pomerantz. I think we made his drive from Riverdale out to the Hamptons tonight, which is about 3.5 to 4 hours on the Long Island Expressway, a lot more comfortable.
I hope so, and I also believe that if this keeps up, he'll just take laps around the house until this one is over. This is his kind of night at the stadium. 7-0. Jaron Duran, Reese McGuire, and Pablo Reyes in the Herb Chambers batting order in this particular frame, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood, and Lincoln of Westboro. The pitch to Duran misses outside. Brito remains in the game, which on some level makes sense. I mean, the Yankees have dug themselves an enormous hole. 7-0 to score. 1-0 to Duran. Fly to left his first time. Hit the ball hard. Here he swings and misses. A slider, and it's 1-1.
But you know, Yogi's always right. I remember a game here in the third inning, Red Sox with Roger Clemens pitching at a 10-0 lead against the Yankees and lost the game.
1-1. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. It hangs up for Bader, who backpedals about 5 feet in front of the warning track. He's there. You mean that it ain't over till it's over?
You got it. That was a 9-0 lead. I remember another game, the Yankees had a 9 or 10 run lead early, and the Red Sox wound up winning it when Spike Owen did a pinch hit up the middle.
I thought you were maybe saying it was getting late early for the Yankees.
Well, that too.
Here is Reese McGuire.
Yeah, Yogi said that because the shadows were so tough at old Yankee Stadium in the World Series. It gets late early here.
With one down, McGuire takes a strike on the outside corner. And Susan Waldman, who is the wonderful radio broadcaster with John Sterling of the New York Yankees, instrumental in brokering a peace accord with Yogi and the Yankees. The 0-1 is a strike on the outside corner to McGuire, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, Yogi vowed never to come back after Steinbrenner told him he managed the whole season and fired him early in the season. And he didn't for about 18 years, I think it was.
0-2. Brito throws. McGuire lines one down the left field line. Fair ball. This will be extra bases. It shoots into the corner, and the hits keep coming for the Red Sox. 1-out double for Reese McGuire. And they're just using the whole field. And these fans at Yankee Stadium are in a sour mood, and they watch Aaron Boone come out of the first base dugout to take Brito out of this game.
We're talking about Jackie Robinson Museum, and they make a strong case that he's the greatest athlete ever. I always thought it was Bo Jackson in our era, but I'd have to agree. I mean, Jackie was a star in basketball, maybe his best sport, running back, quarterback in football, free safety, baseball, broad jump world record at the time, and a great tennis player. He won doubles with Althea Gibson. He also excelled, and I didn't know this, in golf. He won championships, and he was the U.S. Army ping pong champ.
Pretty remarkable.
Amazing.
Jackson. Jim Brown, also in that conversation, but he was just a marvel. And I've got a question for you when we come back. Ian Hamilton is going to come onto the mound with the Red Sox leading 7-0 about Jackie and what you might like in an all-time great infield. Red Sox having fun in the Bronx. 7-0 pitching change on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good.
Ian Hamilton is on with only one out in the third inning. He'll see Pablo Reyes after Johnny Brito's struggles continue. He went 2 1/3 innings, 7 runs to this point, 6 of them earned, and Brito gave up 9 hits. The Red Sox peppered him left and right, and Hamilton, who is one of the very few Yankees this season to exceed expectations, had a great season, and this is obviously not the spot that Aaron Boone was hoping to use him in with his team trailing 7-0.
Hamilton was born in Dover, New Hampshire, but grew up in the West Coast and played at Washington State as a college player before he signed with the White Sox.
Let's see, Pablo Reyes and then Alex Verdugo. So MLB Network this week posed a question, and I thought it was very thought-provoking. If you could pick anybody in the history of the game to play the infield for you, pick your all-time dream infield. First, second, third, and shortstop. Pick the 4 you'd pick in the history of the entire game. Is Pablo Reyes. Stands in with McGuire at second base and 1 down. 7-0 Red Sox. Darkening skies in the Bronx as Hamilton, wearing number 71, sets at the belt, and Pablo takes strike on the outside corner. It seems to be there are like 2 or 3 choices at each of the 4 positions. 0-1. Pitch to Pablo is a strike. Like, for me, at first base, it'd be hard for me to not take the guy who wore the pinstripes here, Lou Gehrig. And time is called by Pablo Reyes. I mean, you could make a case, I think, for Willie McCovey. But if you look at the years of Gehrig's prime, I mean, overshadowed, obviously, many times, but just spectacular. 0-2 to Pablo Reyes.
Jimmy Fox be a third baseman or an outfielder? First baseman or an outfielder?
0-2 is outside. Well, who would you take? Because Jackie is certainly in the conversation, but where do you think you would land at second base?
Jackie played second and third most of his career. Started as a first baseman where he'd never played before as a rookie.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Pablo Reyes. Reese leading away at second. The pitch is looped foul on the first base side. I think I'd probably go Joe Morgan personally.
Morgan, yeah.
And then
Mike Schmidt at third.
That one seems to me to be the easiest, don't you think?
Well, there haven't been that many. The third baseman, the fewest represented in the Hall of Fame.
1-2 to Pablo Reyes. 7-0 Red Sox at the top of the third. Here's and they're 2 away. Back to shortstop. It's, to me, pretty difficult to compare eras. A lot of people, I think, would probably think, Cal Ripken Jr., but it's hard to vote against Hannes Wagner for me. Look at the years he had, even in the dead ball era. 2 down, here's Verdugo. McGuire's still at second. Alex is 2 for 2 with a couple runs scored. The pitch is swung on and missed.
Go back, how do you measure the range in those days?
Right.
He certainly was a bow-legged, heavy-leg guy, but certainly as a hitter, he was sensational. I don't know what his defense was like. I imagine it was great.
I've read anecdotes of a huge, strong arm that gravel arrived to the bag with the baseball. 0-1, Verdugo takes, I should say, a pitch from Hamilton that misses inside, and it's 1-1. Red Sox already with 9 hits and 7 runs in this game. Uneasy looks in the Yankee dugout. It's the latest they've been below 500 in 30 years. 1-1 is a little low. Close pitch with a slider, called a ball, and it's 2-1. This is the first time in almost exactly 33 years the Red Sox and the Yankees have met this deep in the season, 120 games or more, with the Red Sox having a winning record and the Yankees having a losing record, which is amazing. 2-1. Verdugo swings and misses. That was a nasty slider, and it's 2-2.
Place is pretty well filled up.
I think that could change in the weeks to come. If this trend continues for New York. Get shots of Luis Severino and Clark Schmidt in the Yankee dugout. Severino's been about the worst pitcher in baseball. Garrett Cole is the front runner to win the Cy Young. He's just been spectacular. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's about the only one.
He goes tomorrow.
Pitch is swung on and missed. He got him, did Hamilton. That was impressive. Consecutive strikeouts to end the third. Bayo back to work, 7-0. Red Sox lead the Yankees on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your company's brand is at risk every time your employees post on social media. But with Life Brand, you won't have to worry about your company's reputation being damaged online. Head over to lifebrand.life, learn about their business solutions, and protect your company's future from your employees' past.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered to help you sleep 5 degrees cooler all night. Tired of nighttime overheating? No sweat. The Snow comes with a cool touch cover to provide a refreshing feel the moment you crawl into bed, plus heat delete bands to continuously push excess heat away, keeping you both at the perfect temperature for 12 plus hours. Kick night sweats out of bed with the new Snow mattress. Shop the Snow online or experience it in store. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
7-0 Red Sox as we go to the bottom of the third. Volpe, Rortvedt, and LeMahieu to bat against Brian Bayo, who has not yet allowed a hit. Red Sox put up 4 in the first, 3 in the second. And high flying so far. Get to the Diesel Direct question of the day in just a moment. Brought to you by Diesel Direct. To remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Pitch to Volpe is a strike on the outside corner. Volpe nearly had a signature moment in this great rivalry. The first game these two teams played this season, the 0-1, is outside with a slider from Bayo. It's 1-1. It's amazing. The 9th day of June, the first time the Red Sox and Yankees played, Garrett Whitlock started and outdueled Garrett Cole, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was a great changeup. And it's 1-2. But the Yankees against Kenley Jansen had a rally late, and Volpe came up and ripped a ball down the left field line that was fouled by about 6 inches.
Would have won the game.
Bayo's 1-2 is a little high. The fastball 2-2. But it was foul.
Had a great visit with our good friend Sean Casey. 2008 Red Sox, the Yankees' new hitting coach.
2-2 is into the gap in left center field. This ball is scalded. It's back toward the wall, and it'll one-hop off the wall. Duran plays the carom, then bobbles it, throws it to Story, who can't handle the throw, but it's a double for Volpe to lead off in this bottom of the third. You know, I'm always wary, Joe, of in-season coaching changes. It's such a hard thing to, turn an entire offense around that late in the year.
Well, the Yankees are so analytically driven. I think it's a different message from Sean, who's a really good teacher. He hadn't been in uniform since 2008 when he was with the Red Sox, the last year of his playing career.
The mayor. Here's Ben Rortvedt after the leadoff double, hitting a .118. From the left side. Devers in on the grass at third, and here's a high fly down the left field line foul. That's something that draws the ire of a lot of people who follow this team, the writers. Even some former prospects and players have spoken out about how Brian Cashman and his front office have gone so heavy on analytics that they just drown their hitters in one way of thinking.
Cloning.
0-1. The Rortvedt is high, a fastball, 1-1. And, I mean, like anything else in life, there's a middle ground. It's a nuanced debate. The stats, the numbers, all of that, it certainly has value to teach hitters and help them find things that can make them better. 1-1. Bayo is ready. He throws, and he misses a little bit with a changeup low, and it's 2-1.
Well, Sean is such a positive influence. I watched him with hitters right behind the cage. And, I mean, he is just so supportive and so optimistic. He gets his points across, even though they haven't produced because they don't have their 8 players every day.
2-1. The pitch is right in there. Fastball at 95, and it's 2-2.
He's so happy to be back in uniform, back in the clubhouse, on the field. Doing a great job on MLB TV. It's really one of their best. He's happy where he is right now, answering the call from his old Cincinnati teammate, Aaron Boone.
I've never met anyone who has met Sean Casey and didn't love him.
Right from the start. He 1 year with the Red Sox, but had tremendous influence.
2-2 to the left-handed hitting Rortvedt. Bayo throws, and a swing and a smash foul on the left field line. Out of play, it stays 2-2. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
For Fleming, Joe Castiglione, Yankee Stadium. Red Sox having some fun, leading 7-0. The 2-2 is a little low, man. Very close with a changeup, and it's 3-2. Well, if there were ever a spot where Bayo needs to dial up whatever he can throw for a strike, it's right here. 9-hole hitter, light hitting catcher with a 7-run lead. 3-2. Bayo throws, and he gets a swing and a foul off the end of the bat. This is pretty good work here by Rortvedt. Minor victories at this point for the Yankees. But this guy's going to see at least 8 pitches in this at-bat. Bayo overall has thrown 48. Still nobody out in the third. Right leg slightly bent. The 3-2 is on the ground to the right side. Pablo Reyes to his left has it. Feet on the outfield grass. Sidearm throw to first. Ducasis. So the battle won by Bayo on the play. Volpe over to third.
It was a bad trade for both teams. It was Rortvedt and Josh Donaldson going from Minnesota to the Yankees, along with Isaiah Connor-Falefa for Gary Sanchez, who didn't do much for the Twins, now with the Padres, and Gio Urshela, who's hurt right now.
Saw a shocking stat about Gary Sanchez today. Here is DJ LeMahieu. He fouls one off his fists to the first base side. It's 0-1. Sanchez, for like the last month, in the top 10 in baseball in defensive runs saved, which was never his calling card. 0-1 to LeMahieu. Bayo throws. And a fastball high. So the Diesel direct question of the game at Sox Booth on Twitter. I think I know which way this one's going to go. Aaron Boone's career winning percentage, .587. This year, .496. Alex Cora, .553 for his career. They both started in 18. The 1-1 is outside. The question is, which manager is doing a better job, I think, with their clubs this year and overall? And I think Aaron Boone is potentially going to be a scapegoat here. The 2-1 is chopped on the ground to third. This is going to get a run in. Devers has it running across the infield. He throws to first in time. A trade the Red Sox will most certainly make. Run scores. It's 7-1. And both fit their markets really well, I think, Alex and Aaron. And it's very hard to lay this season at his feet, if you ask me.
Not with all the injuries and some of the poor signings.
So here is Aaron Judge with 2 down. This is how you want to see him. Bases empty. Slider misses outside, ball 1. When you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment of quality seafood and meet their seafood experts. 1-0, fouled straight back. You'll always land a great catch in their seafood department. Shaw's and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh. I wonder whether the fine folks at Yankee Stadium got the steak and shrimp shipped in from Shaw's and Star Market before the game today. It was awesome.
They certainly should.
1-1 to Judge. Pitch is on the ground to the left side. Story backhands deep in the hole. He clutches. He throws to first in time to get Judge, who wasn't moving all that well down the line. Raffy had to duck out of the way as Story tucked behind him. He's fun to watch play defense. We go to the 4th inning. 7-1 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Easy listening goes all electric, and accelerating is
Easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the top of the 4th we go. Raffy Devers, who loves Yankee Stadium, to lead it off. Heidi Watney here for Apple TV. He's over on the Yankee side now, jogging rather briskly in front of the Red Sox dugout. She needs to get into the camera well before we can begin. And she does, and we do. Here's Devers facing Ian Hamilton. The pitch is fouled off on the first base side. In fact, they are now airing the interview she just completed with Aaron Boone, and he cannot be too happy. And the way this one has gone, 7-1 Red Sox. Devers, 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Here's the 0-1, and Raffy takes outside, ball and a strike. Herb Chambers' batting order in this inning, brought to you by Herb Chambers' Volvo Cars of Norwood. 1-1. Hamilton throws, and Raffy swings and misses at a big fastball. And it's 1-2. There's so many times when Devers does things that make you almost lose your breath. Yesterday was one of those in D.C. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball foul outside of first. I mean, he just absolutely obliterated that ball. 453 into the second deck in right center field. At that moment, I thought the Red Sox were going to win the game. Came up just short in the end. 1-2. Trying to start a new streak here as Devers brushed back with a slider down and in. 2-2.
Usually there's no carryover effect on what happened the day before, but Alex Cora was encouraged by the late rally, even though it came up short. And maybe it did help in the first and second innings tonight.
I thought he said something really honest about that. 2-2 to Devers. Pitch is swung on and missed. He almost goes down to a knee on a sinking fastball away from him. Hamilton's third straight strikeout, one down for Justin Turner. He basically said, Alex, that, well, we did that because the pressure was off. We've not been good enough when a lot is on the line, and that's got to change. I think some of that happened here tonight. So now with one down and the bases empty, here is Justin Turner. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Free pickup 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. 0-1. Turner loops one into right field, a base hit, and he is 3 for 3. Should do more in-game interviews. On base yet again, and here comes Yoshida. In this series, I've got to ask Aaron Boone to do his impression of Alex Cora. Alex tells me it's a beauty, which is not hard to believe. Here's Yoshida, who homered in the first.
He may not be in any mood to do that,
in the second. That's true. Pitch is a little outside. 1-0. One great thing about him, though, one of the things that makes him good for this market is oftentimes, the way his club is playing, it doesn't impact the way he treats people. But you're right, it might not be the time for a stand-up act. 1-0 to Massa. Turner at first. The pitch is a double play ball up the middle. The shortstop Volpe to second out of the glove. Torres is relayed to first in time. And the inning is over. Well, 2 straight zeros hung by Ian Hamilton. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox 7, Yankees 1 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit Ripta.com. Thank you for riding Ripta.
FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook and an official partner of Major League Baseball. New customers in Massachusetts can get in on the MLB action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet and sign up at FanDuel.com/Red Sox. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. 21 plus and present in Mass. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Hope is here. Gambling helpline MA.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com or call 1-800-GAM 1234.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jake Bowers to lead it off against Brian Bayo and the Red Sox. In bottom fourth, Boston leading 7-1. WEEI's Ford Clubhouse Fenway Studio brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford. Ivy Watney moved over to the Red Sox third base dugout, had a chat with Alex Cora as Bowers swings at the first pitch and skies it high into shallow left field. Out Story in Yoshida and Masataka. He's there to make the play. 1 pitch and 1 out. He and Raffy are laughing their heads off. They give each other high five. His Story was there to back it up just in case. What a difference Trevor Story makes. I mean, the range, the athleticism, and how about the throw over Devers' head, who had to duck out of the way that ended the third. I guess the surgery worked. Here is Stanton. Pitch to him is a beautiful slider on the outside corner, 0-1. Alex Cora thinks that pitch, we're going to see more of it from Bayo this year and in the future, and that it's a totally enormous key for him. 0-1 to Stanton. He is on the ground up the middle. Story dives, he gloves, comes to his feet, he throws, he got him. What a play by Trevor Story. Magnificent diving grab, somehow springs to his feet, and a bullet to first, 2 away.
Great range there, just so smooth and athletic.
Off the bat, I thought he had no chance. And that's just so good. A little help on the back end, a pick from Casas. Welcome back, Trevor Story. Here's Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss at a big fastball up at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. I mean, you can't do it any better than that. That's the guy the Red Sox brought over a year ago, and we've been robbed of the chance to see him play shortstop. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. What a game changer he is. And it's even more important with the new rules.
Range, yes.
He covers so much ground on balls on the ground and in the air. My goodness. It's one of the defensive plays of the whole year. 0-2. Bayo winds, he throws, and Torres takes high. He is now Gleyber, after striking out in the second inning, 7 for 21 with 2 homers and 2 doubles against the Red Sox. This year he struck out less and walked more. Which, given his history, not that hard to do, but still impressive for Gleyber. 1-2 the pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball to the third baseman, Devers. He chops in, and he drops it off the heel of his glove. It's into foul territory, and we'll see how they score that. It's probably going to be an error. I think Raffy, if he fields it cleanly, has a chance to get Torres, and probably does get him. And if it is an error, they're piling up for Raffy. You know, one thing Alex said in the pregame today is that he feels like Raffy more often makes his errors when the infield is in and there's a runner at third, where he's looking at the base runner before fielding the ball. Here's Billy McKinney, and that one is low and outside. They're going to score that a hit.
Like everything else in this game.
Still a play he should make, and he knows it. You can see it on his face. He's taken individual sunflower seeds out in his fingers, chomping down on them, and disgustedly ejecting the shells. 1-0 to McKinney is crushed into right field. Verdugo back into his left. He'll play it on the first hop. Torres rounds second. He heads for third. The throw cut off by Story, who throws back to first a little late. And the Yankees have something going here with first and third and 2 down. Now very much in danger of paying a big price for the play that was not made. I don't know. What did you think, Joe? Didn't Raffy have a great chance to retire?
Oh, I thought he would have had him. Yes, would have had him fairly easily, and he fielded it smoothly because he's so good at throwing on the run like that.
So now a chance for Harrison Bader to make this more interesting.
It's interesting now with the Red Sox up by 6.
That's a good point. I guess tighter. First and third with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Story backhands. He'll go the short way to second in time, and the inning is over. And Raffy points to Story as if to say, muchas gracias. Inning over. Yanks do not score. 7-1 after 4. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, driving range or drive-in theater, Saturday morning soccer or Sunday brunch, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going and keeps your engine running cleaner and smoother along the way. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Fifth inning, Red Sox enjoying a 7-1 lead. By the way, the 75th pitch by a Red Sox pitcher is brought to you by Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as we honor the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this season. A radio telethon coming up August 29th and 30th with Houston in town. Here's Tristan Casas, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout looking and a fly to left, facing Ian Hamilton, who's been very good since relieving Brito, charged with all 7 runs. Brito was. There's a ball for a call strike. Oh, low strike call on Tristan. It'll be followed by Story and then Duran. Oh, 1 pitch and a big swing and a miss. And a sinking pitch down and in. Slider, and it's 0-2. Ian Hamilton looks good. Former White Sox property.
Joe Wild just reminded me of something very funny. And that is that when he was in the minor leagues with the White Sox in Birmingham, Hamilton was in the same bullpen as Burr, Ryan Burr.
Both were the White Sox at one time, too. Who shot whom? Here's the pitch. Low and away.
Aaron Burr, sir.
Yeah, Burr was notorious for many reasons. It was right across the river where they had the duel in New Jersey. Hamilton did not survive. 1-2. Swinging a grounding ball hit to the right of the second baseman, grabbed by Torres. One out. Plays at the plate. He's fouled out to first and bounced into a force play. He's 0 for his last 14.
In some ways, Hamilton was like a forgotten figure until obviously the wonderful Lin-Manuel Miranda musical. Now you go to his gravesite here in New York at the Trinity Church, and it's mobbed.
There's the pitch, and it swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Volpe has it on a tough third hop, gets rid of it quickly and throws him out. 2 quick outs for the Red Sox. Two gone for Durant, who flied to left and fly to center. Alexander Hamilton.
Imagine how different the world was when somebody wronged your character and your response was to legitimately pace off with a pistol in hand and shoot at each other.
Considered a gentlemanly way to do it in those days. Ball one low.
Yeah, and like if one of the pistols misfired, you were supposed to then just fire yours into the air or the ground.
Here comes the pitch to Jaron, and he drives a foul third base side. Speaking of Broadway, we saw a beauty last night called The Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond story, which was spectacular. And I learned something about Sweet Caroline that I didn't know. Here's the 1-2, and a ground ball pulled wide to first, grabbed by Bowers, underhands to the pitcher, close, but in time. We get more of Beautiful Noise next. After 4.5, it's 7-1 Boston in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
RIPTA's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all RIPTA R-Line buses. Pay your RIPTA fare with Wave or $2 cash. For details, visit RIPTA.com.
Where easy listening goes all electric and accelerating is
Easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
At Rocket, we know buying a home is exciting and a bit overwhelming. Ready to buy a home but stressed about writing those big checks? Rocket can help you. With Rocket Mortgage, you can get up to $10,000 cash. Rocket.com to get started today.
For purchase transactions only, must log rate between 331 and 831. Call 8337-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
The greatest rivalry in sports, sponsored by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. In Game 6 of the 2004 League Championship Series, New York third baseman Alex Rodriguez slapped the ball out of Boston pitcher Bronson Arroyo's glove while attempting to make it to first base. Rodriguez was eventually ruled out on the play, and a New York run was taken off the board while tempers flared from both clubs. The greatest rivalry in sports, sponsored by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Hitting off at the Yankees in the last of the fifth in the Herb Chambers batting order is Anthony Volpe, who doubled and scored their only run. 7-1 Red Sox. Herb Chambers, Honda Boston, and Honda Burlington. And on deck is Ben Rutvat. Who's on deck? Brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at ondeck.com. It was an 0-2 pitch to Volpe, where he ripped the double up the gap in left center. Moved around in a couple of ground outs to score. Here comes the pitch home, and he takes it inside. A younger Neil Diamond had a bad contract with Bang Records, which had some underworld leanings. It was very unfair to him. Call strike. He wanted out. They wouldn't let him out of the contract, threatened him actually. And finally, they agreed if he had one more big hit that they would let him out of the contract. There's a pop-up foul back this way, but just above us and out of play. Will was ready. So he was sitting around a motel room in Memphis trying to come up with another song. He was having a very hard time, and he saw a magazine cover with Caroline Kennedy. And that's inside and low. He actually wanted to write the song about his then wife, Marcia, but he said Marcia didn't rhyme with anything. Caroline did, so that's how he came up and wrote Sweet Caroline. And he got out of the contract, had a new record label. A pitch inside almost hit him.
I can't quite hear it at Fenway. Sweet Marcia.
Yeah. He was married to Marcia for 26 years. It's just a wonderful musical. So many of his hits, I'd say 90% of his hits featured in the show. Those sung by the younger Neil Diamond. There's another actor who plays the older Neil Diamond. 3-2 to Volpe. Swing a line drive, base hit into left field. A bullet on a breaking ball. And the Yankees get the leadoff man on.
Were you dancing and singing in the aisles?
Not on Broadway. It's too sophisticated. But tremendous show. Great cast.
I may try to go get something on Broadway after our game tomorrow.
We're going to see Rock and Roll Man, the story of the great DJ Alan Freed, who coined the term rock and roll in the late 50s or mid-50s. Rortvedt rounded out 4-3 his first trip. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Of course, Freed got caught up in payola and shortened his career, and I think his life. But not before he coined the term rock and roll. We actually worked at the same station about 20 years apart, WJW Radio in Cleveland. Pitch is taken high. He worked in Akron and then Cleveland, then came to New York where he got into some trouble. It's off Broadway, actually, the play. But beautiful noise, the Neil Diamond stories, some of the biggest hits going today in Broadway. Where the neon lights are bright, 1-1. Low and inside, check swing, he didn't go.
What is payola? Like illegally playing songs for money?
Playing records, pushing records, taking money for it. So that's why we had to sign all those forms.
The Big Cheese did?
Oh, yeah, man. Whatever you did. I mean, even as a baseball broadcaster, you weren't accepting quote-unquote bribes. 2-1 pitch of the left-hand batter, and he grounds it softly to third. Rafi gloves, fires to second, out, on to first. That out, got him. First base umpire Charlie Ramos took a while to make the call, but they get him. 5-4-3 twin killing.
How good is Trevor Story's arm right now? I mean, with the defense positioned the way that it was, he had so much on that to get it there in time to get Rortvedt.
A rare 5-6-3 double play.
Awesome throw.
As that leaves the shortstop vulnerable. I remember Glenn Hoffman, when he was with the Red Sox, I think in 1983, getting his knee ripped up, taking a throw like that from the third baseman, but this was pretty safely done. There's a call strike to LeMahieu, who's grounded out 6-3 and 5-3. A second ground out drove in Volpe with her only run. I think he's been grounding in a lot of double plays lately, too. The pitcher swung on and missed. They'd gone 20 innings without a run until that third inning when Volpe scored.
The rule changes have made those collisions less frequent, but how about Hal McRae and Willie Randolph?
0-2, bounce right side and through for a base hit. A big bounding ball between first and second, so they get a runner on for Aaron Judge, who struck out looking and grounded to short. And McRae was the guy who was slid very hard into second base, broke up a lot of double plays. Code word of the game is Bronx Bombers. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
Not fitting these days.
Let's hope not, but you still got a Bronx Bomber at the plate. If this is anything close to the strike zone, he'll be hacking. Bayo deals, and a high foul down the right field line. Out of play. River Spring Living meets the needs of older adults living in the New York City area, providing nursing home care, in-home care, and memory care. Visit riverspringliving.org to learn more. And I've done a program there for several years in the off-season for the residents, along with John Sterling and Susan Wellman of the Yankee radio crew, taking high. We're going to be doing our inning switch in September when the Yankees visit Fenway. You'll hear John Sterling on our air. We'll go over to the Yankee booth with Susan. It's always a lot of fun. Here's a 1-1. 1 year, we had to call a Yankee grand slam. I think it was Stanton that hit it. But that was the same night the Red Sox clinched the division, 2018.
Trade worth making.
2 balls and a strike to Judge. 7-1 Red Sox, runner at first, 2 down. Bayo's given up 5 hits. His pitch runs low and inside. They've got Bowers, who's a home run threat, on deck. You're not going to give in here on 3-1. This will be Bayo's 84th pitch. And he swings and rips a line foul, third base side. He got away with that one. Change up at 86. How do you like your steak? Medium, rare? How about on sale at Shaw's and Star Market through Thursday? Pick up beef New York strip steak or lamb loin chops, bone in 3 pounds or more. Just $6.97 a pound with the digital coupon, limit 2. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Runner will be going at first with the 3-2 pitch coming to Judge. Ryan Bayo from the set position delivers. Ground ball hit to short. Story has it he's been busy. Wings to first. High throw pulled down by Cassis to retire the side. Judge 0 for 3, and after 5 it is 7-1 Boston on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you're looking for a Greek yogurt with all the creaminess and taste without the tang, it's love at first sight with Greek God's yogurt. Greek God's silky smooth yogurt comes in multi-serve tubs and lots of flavors, including peach, honey, vanilla, and an absolutely delicious traditional plain Greek style. You can visit GreekGodsYogurt.com and find out where to buy some, as well as enjoy some tasty recipes. Just one bite of the never tangy Greek God's Greek yogurt will have you going OMGG. Oh my Greek gods. Try some today.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
As we go into the 6th inning, Red Sox leading the Yankees 7-1. It'll be Reese McGuire, Pablo Reyes, and Alex Verdugo in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Honda Seacock and Honda Westboro.
Tell you about the catchers having to flash signs the old-fashioned way with a pitch come out, working. Reese McGuire painting his fingernails. And our good friend Rich Gale, former Red Sox pitching coach, reminded him of his first year as a pitching coach in 1989 in New Britain at Beehive Stadium. It was cavernous, dark, and dreary, so he purchased some yellow fingernail polish for his catchers. He said it worked great, except it was difficult to remove. So using his New Hampshire Yankee ingenuity, he found yellow stick-on labels instead.
And I actually think that might be what Reese says on as he takes a slider low for ball 1. They kind of look like small orange rectangles that were stuck right on top of his fingers.
Could well be, yeah.
Not up to the Casas standard. 1-0 to Reese. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Rich is listening up there in Whitefield, New Hampshire, hoping the loons will start serenading him. He did catch a 17-inch fish the other day.
Of course he did. 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner, borderline pitch, and it's 1-2.
Caught it in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. His personal best New Hampshire trout.
Not many places better than that this time of year. Reese, a little ticked off with that call, steps out, takes time. Pablo Reyes out on deck. Here's the 1-2. Reese swings and fouls it. Right at the feet of the catcher, Rortvedt, who couldn't quite hang on. Joe, did you do the 75th pitch read?
I did.
All right. Just want to make sure we do well by the Jimmy Fund and Dana Farber.
The Bears approaching 90 pitches.
And great again against the Yanks. 1-2. McGuire takes outside. Slider, and it's 2-2. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. 2-2. McGuire swings and misses. He chased one there. Maybe impacted by the call earlier in the at-bat. That's the fourth strikeout by Hamilton. And here comes Pablo Reyes. But again, this is one of those spots. I mean, they got Cole tomorrow, so they feel great about that to the Yankees. But they're burning Ian Hamilton, one of their great pitchers, and in a game they're way behind. Here's Pablo, who is 0 for 2. He takes a slider for ball 1.
Should they like to squeeze one more inning out of Bayo?
Mm-hmm. For now, the bullpen is quiet. So is the Yankees. 7-1 Sox. Pablo has been an absolute revelation. The pitch is up and in. Alex Kors said, look, it's simple. I mean, he's short to fastballs, and he doesn't expand the zone. He's been remarkably consistent and great these last couple weeks. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Not much of that lately on the right side of the infield. Torres is under it. He makes the play, and they're 2 down. Well, since the Red Sox, for the 7 runs in the first 2 innings, they got the double from McGuire in the third. But other than that, only 1 hit. Hamilton has really steadied this game for the Yankees. But for them, Nestor Cortez has been a disappointment. So is obviously Severino. Herman threw the perfect game, but he is away from the team. Rodon cannot stay healthy, although he apparently is getting closer to a return. Here's Verdugo, who takes a fastball high for ball 1.
He's supposed to pitch Tuesday against Washington.
Will that be too little too late? I really believe the Red Sox could essentially end the Yankees with a sweep this weekend. 1-0. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. New York right now with 41 games remaining, including tonight. And they're 6.5 out of the third wild card. 1-1 to Verdugo outside. So that puts a lot of pressure on Cole tomorrow, assuming this one holds. And he has been just about everything the Yankees ever could have hoped for when they signed that massive deal. 9 years, $324 million. 2-1. Pitch, swing, and a miss. A slider, and it's 2-2. The Mariners took a 1-0 lead on a Julio Rodriguez home run. There's nobody in the world hotter than he is. He was 9 for his last 10 coming in, and he's 2 for 2 today. Something just happened. A time, I guess, called by Verdugo late in the pitch timer. And Hamilton came ahead and threw it anyway up onto the screen.
It's one thing you don't see much of these days. Time being granted when the pitcher's ready to deal with the pitch clock.
I think there are a couple reasons for that. 2-2. Verdugo waits. Hamilton throws, and a pitch in the dirt, down and in. I think a lot of that is the hitters are now so used to it when pitchers get in a rhythm. Like, there's no stopping it because of the pitch timer. Whereas in the past, it would only be when someone was throwing very well that the hitter sort of felt on their heels because it was one pitch after another. 3-2 to Verdugo, 2 down, bases empty in the 6th. Ian Hamilton's ready. He throws, and Verdugo checks his swing. They appeal. He went around. on a pitch down and in, and Verdugo is struck out. Well, the Red Sox have done nothing against Hamilton, but they did plenty against Brito. 7-1, bottom six. Bayo back to the mound after this in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Time to take a look at the league leaders and who's circling the drain. Drains by James continues to unclog the bases at a record pace, as Drains by James is the choice when fans need drain cleaning, water jetting, camera inspection, or pipelining repair. Excellent grease removal too. When your home or business needs top drain or pipe service, please visit Drains by James. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit Ripta.com. Thank you for riding Ripta.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Brian Bayo is back for the bottom of the sixth inning. He'll see Bowers, Stanton, and Torres in the Yankee Herb Chambers batting order. Bayo's been in total control all night long. 85 pitches thrown. Did have a jam in the fourth, but Trevor Story made a great play to get him out of that one. Same story in the fifth. First pitch of the sixth misses outside for ball one. Well, it's a pretty good way to endear yourself to Red Sox Nation, who have your best starts against the Yankees. That's been the story for Bayo. The 1-0 to Bowers is skied into left field. Yoshida has got plenty of room in front of the track. He's there to make the play. And there's one away. Something about this kid, Bayo, he just rises to the occasion.
He seems to enjoy the big stage.
Very good quality. Not much rattles him. Underneath it all, he is emotional and a huge competitor. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch to him is swung on a miss. I mean, that is just an awesome changeup that dives beneath his bat, and it's 0-1. Get you in on the Subaru New England scoreboard, but first, 0-1 is foul off the end of the bat. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruNewEngland.com. Told you that Julio Rodriguez put the Mariners ahead 1-0. He's just on another planet right now. J-Rod is. Scoreless, Blue Jays and Reds in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman Reyes backhands. It bobbles, and he has no play. Now that one should be a hit. That was not ordinary effort at all for Reyes, ranging far to his right behind the base. So Stanton is aboard with what should be a one-out hit. Jose Barrios, 5 2/3 scoreless tonight for the Blue Jays, and then Cabrera, Garcia, and Swanson.
He's getting great pitching, especially from Kikuchi and Ryu's just off the IL.
Big lift for them. So it is a hit, and here's Gleyber Torres as Bayo steps off for the first time. He's not worried at all about Stanton running. Still, nobody throwing in the Red Sox bullpen. 90 pitches. They're going to lean on Bayo here tonight. Double play depth behind him. Pitch to Torres is a little bit inside with a changeup. And it's 1-0. Every four-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Masataka Yoshida did just that in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and it is right in there. Fastball. And it's 1-1. Phillies and Nats are trading haymakers. Kyle Schwarber hit a big home run, but C.J. Abrams a 3-run blast, and the Nats lead the Phillies 8-6. 1-1. Bayo at the belt. He throws, and that is just outside. How about 97 miles an hour on your 94th pitch? Amazing. 2-1. Bayo nodding yes to McGuire, who flashes those orange fingernails. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul off the end of the bat from Torres. And it's 2-2. One benefit for Bayo tonight is that he's only had to make a limited number of pitches with a runner at second base. 3 times did it in the 3rd inning. But without the pitch come, they're not worried about tipping at all. 2-2. Stanton no lead at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul again on the first base side. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
7-1 Red Sox. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th at Yankee Stadium. Bayo to Gleyber Torres throws, and that is a little bit low with a changeup. And it's 3-2. The wild card race in the National League is exactly that, wild. Phillies and Giants on top, but the Reds and Marlins tied for the 3rd spot. Cubs half a game back, and Arizona a further half game back from that. 3-2 is fouled off. Well, this is pushing the pitch count up for Bayo, and I'd be surprised if in the next couple moments someone didn't get up and begin throwing for the Red Sox. 97 pitches thrown. Most, other than one start, since the 14th of July. 3-2. Bayo is ready. And another 3-2 comes home, and it is swung on and grounded to third. Devers has it to second for 1. Over to first, 2, double play. Bayo, Bayo, Bayo. Brian, outstanding again in New York.
18 grounded into double plays for Torres.
That's a beautiful thing. Dare I say Bayo. For Brian and the Sox, we go to the 7th inning, 7-1. Boston of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
The world is always changing, and our lives change right along with it. So when you need a bigger space for that much-needed gym or remote office, a larger kitchen, or a yard to run around in, your Wildcard agent can help. And when your life changes again, and you're looking for a cozy place for just the 2 of you, your Wildcard agent can help then too. Because at Wildcard, we know no matter how the world changes around you, home is everything. Each Wildcard franchised office is independently owned and operated.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit Ripta.com. Thank you for riding Ripta.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up.
Woo!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Today.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Keenan Middleton, who came over at the deadline from the White Sox to these Yankees, is now on for the Yanks, their third pitcher. What a job by Hamilton, but that is certainly one the Red Sox will take. In a game they led 7-0. Ian Hamilton, fantastic for 3 2/3 innings. 7-1 the score. Here's Raffy. Pitch to him is a little bit low and outside, ball one.
Middleton left the White Sox ripping going out the door, saying that they had no control over their players. They were sleeping during meetings or missing meetings.
That was supposed to change with a new manager, Pedro Grifal, as Raffy fouls it off. Now that Joe Kelly's no longer there, we can say that when we spoke with him, he said a lot of the same things. The inmates ran the asylum, and that just kind of a toxic culture there, which is just crazy.
I think they miss Abreu as a team leader.
Could well be. 1-1 to Devers. The pitch is a little bit low from Middleton. Change up. And it's 2-1. If you're headed to Fenway, park in Prudential Center's garage for just $20. Shop, dine, and see Fenway from 51 floors above at View Boston's 360-degree outdoor deck. Devers swings and misses at a high changeup. And it's 2-2. Red Sox felt like yesterday Raffy, in spite of the home run, did chase a little bit more than he had been lately. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That is outside. Very good take. No chase there, and it's 3-2. Raffy singled in the first and scored. Singled in the second. Drove in a run and scored, and then struck out in the fourth. Wow, Garrett Whitlock is up for the Red Sox in the bullpen. That surprises me. 3-2. Is down and in, ball four. Very nice for Raffy, who's aboard for the third time. Whitlock, of course, came onto the game Wednesday and just didn't have it. Very interesting conversation that the Apple telecast is showing between Alex Cora and Brian Bayo, which is really fascinating to me, only because he was so great, and it looks like there's some real teaching going on between Alex and the young right-hander. Fascinating. 7-1 the score, leadoff walk, and here's Justin Turner, who's 3 for 3 in the Bronx. Pitch to him is on the ground on one hop to the third baseman LeMahieu, backing up to second for one, over to first, 2 on a tag double play. The throw pulled Bowers off the bag, but he alertly tagged Turner, who's just almost on purpose not moving well down the line. So there's a double play. 2 down for Masataka Yoshida. Short walker pedicab from the Prudential Center, the MLB. Please drink responsibly. Something tells me I was just Ron Burgundy. Here's Yoshida. That doesn't quite seem to fit. Take a pedicab and drink responsibly. Here's Yoshida, who takes a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Brought to you by the official beer of the Boston Red Sox. Parking spots. Yoshida homered in the first, a 3-run bomb, and then drove in a run in the second. A 1 is fouled off on the third base side. 0-2. The left-handed hitters for the Red Sox tonight. Verdugo, Devers, Yoshida. All outstanding. McGuire has a double. Massa really set the tone in the top of the first. 0-2. Hard ground ball, yanked foul. Really more of a liner than anything. Into the camera well at the end of the first base Yankee dugout.
And maybe those off days really help Massa.
Something to really monitor in the years to come. 0-2. Outside. I mean, he's been everything the Red Sox could have wanted, and then some. But there's got to be a way to adjust his rhythms and body to the rigors of travel in the big leagues, especially since after a lot of those long trips, the biggest games of the year are played. 1-2 is low and in, and it's 2-2.
We're all in the same time zone in Japan.
Yeah, train travel, which is much better than ours. I can confirm after today. How do we not have high-speed rail on the Eastern Seaboard? Come on, it's 2023.
You're only an hour late, huh?
7-1 the score as Yoshida swings and misses over the top of a changeup, and he is gone. Yeah, we got here just a little delayed, but all is well, especially with the score here at the stadium. God bless America coming up. Red Sox having a great time. 7-1 they lead on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bathing suit? Check. Suntan lotion?
Check.
Snacks?
Oh yeah, check.
If you want to be prepared for a fun-filled day at the beach, you need a checklist. For a fun-filled everything else, check out your local Lexus dealer. There you'll find special offers on select Lexus Performance vehicles at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. But make sure it's first on your list, because these offers end September 5th. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
The PBP, Voices of Baseball, is a podcast about the art and craft of play-by-play, and we're in the middle of an amazing season. Catch up on episodes with Joe Buck, Joe Davis, Pat Hughes, and more, and learn along with me, Matt Spiegel, how the job is done.
It's not just home run Bryce Harper and the Phillies lead. To really do it justice, you got to widen the lens. What does this home run mean?
The PBP, Voices of Baseball. I bring you the people who bring you the game. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
Rocking and rolling in New York. The fans enjoy a little Frankie Valli, and the Red Sox enjoyed very much the first 2 innings of this ballgame. They lead 7-1, and now Garrett Whitlock is going to come on to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning. Garrett, so surprisingly, got hit hard in D.C. after the Red Sox tied the game on the Pablo Reyes home run. He gave up a couple homers, and clearly Alex is trying to get him back on track right here. I got to see Jersey Boys. I mean, that's such a hole in my resume.
Never seen it?
I've never seen it.
I've seen it 5 times. Boston, New York, Fort Myers, and Toronto.
Is it still playing on Broadway? If so, maybe that'll be my plan after the game tomorrow. As it is, Whitlock, who was once property of the New York Yankees and, of course, became a phenom for the Red Sox, is on to face his former club. Fans don't seem that upset about the score at the moment. Frankie's cheering him up. It'll be Billy McKinney, Harrison Bader, and Anthony Volpe for the Yankees in their Herb Chambers batting order. I'll tell you the results of our Diesel Direct question of the day. I predict an overwhelming win for Alex Cora. You can always check it out at Sox Booth on Twitter. Stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. So here's Whitlock. Bayo, another beauty in New York, as Garrett fires a 93-mile-an-hour sinker. 4 strike 1. Bayo, 6 innings, just 1 run. And he allowed only 6 New York hits. Struck out 4. All those came in the first 2 innings as a ground ball to third off the bat of McKinney. Raffy has it nicely. Throws to first, and there's 1 away. I think it's fair to say if the Red Sox are going to do something and get back in the race and push for a playoff spot, Whitlock will be a big part of it. He's just so important to the whole structure of the bullpen. Good start. McKinney gone, and here's Harrison Bader.
Toronto and Cincinnati still scoreless in the top of the ninth.
Wow. Strike on the outside corner. There's 94 from Whitlock to Bader, and it's 0-1. 94%. Say Alex Cora is doing a better job. 0-1. That's pop foul from Bader. Out of play, and it's 0-2. I mean, look, the theory behind the Harrison Bader trade, I guess you could understand at the time, though he was injured. They needed to solidify their defense, primarily because they wanted to keep Judge and Stanton off their feet, and Aaron Hicks was so bad. 0-2 to Bader is strike 3 called on the inside corner. Great changeup from Whitlock, and quickly 2 down. But, I mean, to give up Montgomery for him, still, I think is tough to figure. So here now with 2 outs is Anthony Volpe, who's had the best night at the plate for any Yankee hitter. He's doubled and singled, scored their only run. Love the footage they just showed on the Apple TV telecast as Volpe takes outside, ball 1. They showed the heroics of Bill Miller and then Poppy in games 4 and 5. 2 down, bottom 7. 7-1 as Volpe fouls it off. It's not an exaggeration at all, do you think, Joe, to say that really those 2 swings, well, 3, Billy and then 2 from Poppy, in many ways they are themselves responsible for reversing the curse. 1-1 pitch is a little low with a fastball.
No question about it. Kevin Millar said, don't let us win 1.
They did, and they won 4 straight, really 8 straight. 2-1. Here it is. Outside a rare slider from Whitlock. They call it a sweeper here. Garrett laughs at that. He does not think of it in that way. He hasn't changed anything, but the way all these pitches are tracked these days, anything that moves that much horizontally is classified as a sweeper. 3-1. There is a strike on the outside corner. Volpe thought not, but it was right there. 94 miles an hour, and it's 3-2. And now Volpe's going to call for time. He's a little disgusted with Manny Gonzalez. That's that 2-seam action that makes that pitch so good. It looks like a ball the whole way, and then it just comes all the way back over the outside corner. 3-2, 2 down, bottom 7. Whitlock throws, and Volpe swings and misses. He got him. A nice bounce back from Whitlock, 95 miles an hour. In fact, he just peeked over his shoulder to check out the radar gun. It looks good, and so does this one so far. 7-1 Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment of quality seafood and meet their seafood experts. They can help with preparation tips and more. Grab a recipe card or scan the QR code at the seafood counter. I like to pick up a nice piece of fresh salmon and saute it in butter. Simple and delicious. You'll always land a great catch in their seafood department. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now,
It's the 8th inning here in the Bronx. The Red Sox have got 4 runs in the first inning and 3 more in the second inning. Enjoy a 7-1 lead as Greg Weissert takes over. Right-hander out of Fordham, which is right around the corner. Fordham Road, not too far from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. He's been in 6 games, no decisions, a 4.05 ERA for this right-hander. Tristan Casas batting 0 for 3, struck out looking, fly to left, grounded out 4-3. Big number 85 deals and leaves it outside. He was up and down last year.
When you hear Fordham, it's very hard for me to not think of, and you'd have to think that the mound at Dodger Stadium is the loneliest place in the world.
The great Vince Scully. And, of course, Vince Lombardi. Foul tipped into the mitt. Frankie Frisch, Hall of Famer. Our good friend Dave Roach, the athletic director, was visiting us last week from Rhode Island, where he's starting a sports administration program at Rhode Island College. Weissert, 3 years for the Fordham Rams. He was 5-4 in his time there. He's out of Bayshore, Long Island. 1-1. Swing and a miss, got a fastball by him.
Jane Levy's unbelievable book about Sandy Koufax is centered around that perfect game, and the radio calls are interspersed throughout the whole thing.
Oh, what a marvelous book, and what a great book she did on the Babe, too. She discovered things that nobody knew. Swing and a miss, he got him away, so Casas has been so good as an 0 for 4 night.
To say nothing about the book on your childhood hero.
The Mick, yeah, she discovered some very revealing facts about the Mick. His upbringing. Tremendous writer. We did a panel with her at the Babe Ruth Museum during COVID via Zoom, and he's just an outstanding writer. The pitch to Trevor Story is low. He is 0 for 3. Fouled to first, bounced into a force and grounded to short over his last 15, but he's made some defensive gems tonight. 7-1 Red Sox in the 8th. Weissert delivers, and there's a shot up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman Torres, who flips to first for the out. It's more of a jam shot. Not hit all that hard. 2 quick outs for Duran, who has flied to left, flied to center, and grounded out 3-1. Weissert was in 12 games last year, won his only 3 decisions, but had a 5.56 ERA. Two out, nobody on. Red Sox have been very quiet. Just 1 hit since the 3rd inning, 2 hits since the 4th. There's a shot to left center field, but Bader moves over and makes the catch going to his right. A very quick 1-2-3 inning for Weissert. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-1 Boston and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit Ripta.com. Thank you for riding Ripta.
This is Matt Spiegel of 670 The Score in Chicago, and my podcast, The PBP, Voices of Baseball, is all about the art and craft of play-by-play. Catch up on episodes with Joe Davis, Joe Buck, and many more. Then something crazy happened along the way. I did a weekend of Cubs-Cardinals on the radio, so now conversations are enriched with feedback and advice from Jason Benetti, Boog Shambi, and others to come. The PBP, Voices of Baseball. I bring you the people who bring you the game. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is a game changer. Smooth and subtly sweet. Earthy with notes of citrus and tropical fruits. Slow roasted agave with just a hint of smoke. The crowd goes wild. Rosa Luna. Experience the magic of mezcal.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Garrett Whitlock with a 1-2-3 7th with a couple of strikeouts. Will face the 9-1-2 hitters. Bartvat, the catcher, has rounded out 4-3 and bounced into a 5-6-3 double play.
They keep showing all these people that played for both the Red Sox and the Yankees. It does not look like right at all to me to see Louis Tiant in a Yankee hat.
It was 1979. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Great year for the world, 1979.
My first year doing Major League Baseball.
My first year breathing on planet Earth.
And the year my youngest child was born. Here's the 0-1, breaking ball, strike two call from Whitlock, who was so good against the Yankees in 2021 as a rookie. The team did not protect him in the Rule 5. The 0-2, a little bit low with a changeup.
I'm a little surprised, I guess, that they're using him for a second inning, because the rule is when he pitches 2 innings, he's got 2 days off. And he sort of checked the box and looked good in the 7th.
Foul to the left out of play. Well, I think they want to save Martin, Schreiber, of course Jansen, if at all possible.
Plus they are trying to build him up.
0-2, down and in with a breaking ball. Tomorrow Garrett Cole goes against Cutter Crawford.
Are you going to skip the game and go to a cooking class?
I'll leave that to Jan. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a good changeup. He's fanned 3 straight. Bounce back performance so far for Whitlock. And here's LeMay, who's grounded to short, grounded to third, and single to right. He's grounded to third, drove in their only run.
How about this from Justin Long? Minimum 5 starts against the Yankees since 1920. The lowest ERA of anybody now belongs to Brian Bale. After 5 starts, 1.45 ERA.
And if the Red Sox keep the lead, it'll be 3-0 this year. Fastball strike over the inside corner. Hard to believe the Yankees hitting .231 as a team, 30 points below the Red Sox, and second from the bottom in the American League in hitting. Mayu swings in, foul, tips a high fastball into the mitt.
This guy's one of the reasons. I expected much more from him.
He had a great first year, winning the batting title after he won one in the National League. Rise is going to duplicate this year. Blowing away, won last year with the Twins, and he's certainly going to win this year with Miami. The ball and 2 strikes to LeMahieu. Tall right-hand batter, but slow of foot. And he fouls this one to the right. Judge to follow. You'd like to see him up there with the bases empty. Sox trying to snap a 2-game skid. Here's the pitch, and it swung on. Grounded wide to third. Raffy has it go off his glove as he went diving, and LeMahieu is aboard. That'll be a hit. So Judge does come up with a run around base. I'd like to send along greetings to Ralph and Keith at JMS Metals in Wallingford, Connecticut. They're great Red Sox fans there. Right on the border of Red Sox-Yankees divide. It's probably Meriden. Judge 0 for 3, strikeout looking, and 2 grounders to short. He swings and hits a fly ball to right. Back goes Verdugo at the fence. He jumps. It's gone into the first goal. Yankee Stadium home run. Now it's 7-3. Red Sox. Aaron Judge got a pitch he could handle, got just enough of it to get it out. He didn't hit it all that well, but so strong it carried the short porch and right. His 23rd home run, and he has 47 RBIs. It comes with 1 out in the 8th, cuts the Red Sox lead to 4. to get the bullpen on alert here.
Going to get Chris Martin up, I would imagine.
Stay tuned with the Nissan postgame show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Bowers grinds a foul first base side. So Judge hitting number 23. Despite missing all those games, he's in the top 10 in homers. That one right near the end of the bat that he's so strong.
And I'd be willing to bet it's only a homer here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not even at the warning track, but Verdugo took a leap and it was into the first row of the seats as fans fought for it. They don't have the jury box out there anymore, do they?
I don't see them. Well, they would like to stay away from Martin, but that might not be possible now.
The 0-1 to the left-hand batter, and he waves at a changeup down and away, does not make contact. 7-3 Boston, so Red Sox been shut down since the second inning. Not breathed too easily. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him on another changeup. Bowers lost control of the bat. He's 0 for 3 with a walk.
Confirmed that is only a home run here.
Thank you to the Massachusetts Health Connector. The Sox have been leading the league in doubles, and we've donated $5,000 to the American Diabetes Association. What a team. Massachusetts Health Connector, the place to go if you need health insurance. Go to mahealthconnector.org to stay in the game and get covered. Ball one to Stanton, who struck out, grounded to short. A great play made by the diving Story, and then had an infield hit off the glove of Reyes. And the pitch runs inside. It got his average back up to 202. Not what the Yankees expected.
No.
2-0 pitch, you swung on and missed. Yankees don't have the left-hand power that's always been a staple here.
And why? How can you let that happen in this ballpark?
Most left field's very reachable too these days, but Stanton seemed like a duplication when they signed him. He drives a foul to the right out of play. Martin is up.
Julio Rodriguez, another hit. He's 3 for 3. He's got hits in 9 straight at-bats.
Ooh, the record's 12. By the notorious Pinky Higgins and Walt Dropo. There's a high pop foul, first base side out of play. What a great guy the Moose was. Moose of Connecticut, Walt Dropo. Rookie of the Year, 1950. At my coaching fantasy camp.
No way.
Yeah, he was very complimentary. 2-2. Low and away.
Is that why you're buttering him up?
Yes. Well, he was in the fireworks business in China late in his life. Very nice man. He was a basketball star at UConn. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He had a weak wave at a pitch up and in, and that'll get the Bluebirds out. Well, the Judge did give him a thrill with a Yankee Stadium home run. We go to the 9th, 7-3 Boston on the Shaw and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's the bottom of the 9th, the game's on the line, and your small business needs a loan fast. What's your move? Go to OnDeck.com, America's largest online small business lender. With OnDeck, you can apply in minutes, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Go to OnDeck.com. Your loan is on deck.
Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank, a Utah Chartered Industrial Bank. Member FDIC. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in every state. All loans subject to lender approval.
When you drive the most dependable mass-market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass-market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Ripta R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave or $2 cash. For details, visit Ripta.com.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey. Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, the Yankee Stadium home run got the Yankees closer off the bat of Aaron Judge into the first row of the right field seats. But it's still 7-3 Red Sox as we go to the ninth. Got all 7 runs in the first 2 innings. And Greg Wisser, the fourth Yankee pitcher, to face McGuire, Reyes, and Verdugo. The attendance, 44,566, brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going, whether you're traveling near or far. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Wisser deals, and the ground ball top foul. McGuire is grounded to short, doubled down the left field line, and struck out. Red Sox with only 2 hits since the second inning, and just 1 since the third inning. Wisser deals and leaves it low and inside. Number 85 is former Fordham Ram. A Jesuit school here in the Bronx. It'll be a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Susan, as John Sterling would say. That's going to be fun when we have the booth exchange in September.
Can't predict what'll happen then.
Can't predict baseball.
Susan is always hilarious. My favorite version may well be, though, when they're struggling.
She gives it to you, tells it like it is, as Howard Cosell would say. Swing and a miss. Hey, McGuire seemed off balance here the last couple of at-bats. So he's out on 3 pitches. And here's Reyes, who reached on an error by the second baseman Torres. That helped the Red Sox to 3 runs in the second inning.
Sounds crazy. He's been swinging the bat so well, but the defense is back. Pablo's a great bunter.
He's also struck out and popped to second. Yeah, LeMayo's very deep, and he takes outside corner call strike. Yankees will have Torres, McKinney, and Bader in the ninth, likely against Chris Martin. One would make the Red Sox 6-1 against the Bombers this year. Pitch is a strike over the outside edge. Yankees have been dominating the past few years. Since 2000, the Red Sox have won just 6 of the 23 season series.
Man.
Yankees have won 14, 3 ended in ties. A 0-2 pitch from Wisser. He swung on, hit hard to center field, but Bader is there, moving to his right. And there's the second out. Now Verdugo. That he took down the right field line for a 2-bagger, sparking a 4-run first inning. Then he singled to right center and struck out twice.
So far, this one's unusual, though. The games the last 2-3 years have all been close. I think 13 of the last 15 have been decided by 3 runs or fewer. They've been nail-biters.
Wisser delivers, and sinker low and away at 95.
They got 2 arms up in the bullpen. It looks like Martin and Bernardino.
There's a hard shot foul, first base side.
Yankees have Torres, McKinney, and Bader due up.
Right, left, right, and Volpe. TCL wants to remind you, if there's a broken bat, there's probably a better choice for lumber. Find the lumber for your next project at ccl.com. Way outside and high. Tomorrow, a 1:05 start. And Sunday, 1:35. No Sunday night game. Because the Little League game will be going on at Williamsport. Grounded fair down the left field line. This should be another double. Hugging the line, rolling into the corner. And there's double number 31 for Verdugo as he pulls up at second base on a ground ball inside the third base line. And his second double of the game, so he's got a 3-hit game. And now Raffy, who singled twice, scored twice, struck out and walked. 11 hits now for the Red Sox, just the third hit since the second inning. Every time I go into the Jackie Robinson Museum today, Dave Roberts brought the entire Dodger team there this year. They visited New York, families included. David has a very nice video talking about being a base stealer like Jackie, as we all know so well. Here's the pitch and a foul out of play. There's a great video of Mo Vaughn talking about how he owned a building that Jackie once owned in upstate New York, which he developed into housing. And the influence Jackie had on him in providing fair housing. Oh, one coming to Rafael Devers. That's low, skips away and goes to the backstop, hit off home plate.
Red Sox Nation has some thanks to give to Maury Wills, too, who was instrumental in helping Dave Roberts become a great base stealer.
It's a wild pitch. We got to know Maury. Spent a couple of spring trainings with the Red Sox when Kevin Kennedy was the manager. And here's the pitching coach visit with Matt Blake. But Maury was a great guy to talk to about baseball and base stealing.
He just said, by the way, come on, let's pitch smart now. Matt Blake looked ticked off after that choice right there.
He did, maybe with the catcher as well. But I think a strong case can be made for Maury Wills to be in Cooperstown. Yes. He revolutionized the game with the stolen base. Louis Aparicio. He stole over 100 in 1962. And he never had a chance till he was in his late 20s with the Dodgers. I mean, they had Pee Wee Reese, they had Don Zimmer in front of him in the infield, and Chico Fernandez and others. And he didn't get an opportunity until he learned how to switch hit and use that speed. All right, it's a 1-1 pitch coming. Here it is. And a big swing and a miss at a slow curve. Raffy was trying to hit that one out of the park. Fair ball's ever been hit out of the Yankee Stadium, they say, but veteran Negro League observers say Josh Gibson hit one in the old stadium out. 1-2. Driven foul down the left field line out of play. Would have loved to have seen him play.
Oh. Yeah, and in his prime years, Satchel Paige pitch. From all that I've learned about him, I would have liked to see Oscar Charleston, Cool Papa Bell.
Josh Gibson, the 48-ounce bat. He was amazing. 1-2 pitch coming. And Raffy swings. It's a hard shot to third. Off the glove of LeMahieu. That'll get a run home. He hit very hard. He had a mid on it, trying to backhand it, and it rolled behind him. So Raffy's aboard. We'll see how they scored. It's now 8-3 Red Sox.
I think that should be a hit.
It was scalded. Nice fastball up and away. I would think so as well, because it'd mean an RBI for Raffy. Give him 2 tonight and 83 on the year. And it is a hit. Now Turner, who's 3 for 4, and he takes a strike. Single to center twice, single to right, scored 1, drove in 2.
I would think that makes it more likely it's Bernardino to start the ninth.
Even with a right-hand batter up first. Not a safe situation. Hope it doesn't get there. The 0-1. Foul to the right, out of play. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show after the game. Save on action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
I didn't think I'd be saying it after the second inning. That feels like an important run.
It does. Especially here where balls fly. 0-2 to Justin. Wizards' pitch is very high.
They just showed the homer that Raffy hit off Chapman back in 2017. He really was babyface then.
Carita. Without the wild pitch, that would not have been an RBI, would have been an infield hit for Raffy. Got a run home. There's a swing and a high fly, left center field. Bader moving to his right, not all that deep, and he puts it away to retire the side. After 8.5, it's 8-3 Red Sox on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Joe Castiglione, radio voice of the Boston Red Sox. Caring for an aging loved one can be overwhelming. If you have family in Boston, you should know about River Spring Living, a nationally recognized leader in meeting the needs of older adults. River Spring Living's continuum of care provides an array of resources and assistance well beyond a traditional nursing home. Call 833-SOX-3222 or visit riverspringliving.org and learn how they can help the older adults in your life live their best.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
It is Brennan Bernardino, one of the great stories of this season on the mound for the Red Sox. He's been used often and he's been effective. This former Independent League and Mexican League player out of Southern California, as he takes over here for Whitlock, who went 2 innings, allowed 2 cheap runs, one a hit off the third baseman's glove, the other a Yankee Stadium pop fly homer by Judge. But it was a bounce-back performance for him as he fanned 5 and didn't walk a batter. So Bernardino out there for the 39th time. He's had 6 games as an opener, 1 a 2.72 ERA for this lefty. And here's Torres with McKinney and Bader to follow. I'd like to finish this one up. Let the Red Sox save for tomorrow. 5-run Red Sox lead here in the ninth. The pitch to Torres is away. Liberatore struck out, had an infield hit, which could have been an error on Raffy, then grounded into a double play for the 18th time this year. Also made a big error in the second inning that opened the gates to a 3-run Red Sox rally. He takes down an in-ball 2 with a breaking ball. Bernardino told me he really learned a lot pitching in the Mexican League, especially from Fernando Rodney, who was on his way down after a big Major League career. Line arrived, left field, base hit. The leadoff man is on. Second hit for Torres. Brings up McKinney, or unless they pinch hit for him, and they will with Isaiah Connor Falefa. So we go to the right-hand batter here. So Rodney taught him a lot about changing speeds and also how to work the hitters. Brennan said he's Mexican and Samoan heritage. Gets the Italian name from his step-grandfather. What a pleasant guy he is, and he's so thrilled to be in the big leagues. And if Falefa pinch hitting, takes it low ball 1. Former Texas Ranger hitting .254 with 6 homers. He's driven in 35. Played everywhere. He takes a strike, including center field. He's batting for McKinney, who was 1 for 3.
Martin back on his feet in the bullpen after the leadoff hit. That one breaks low and inside. A breaking pitch missing, 2-1.
Yeah, Alex is not going to mess around tonight.
He wants to get this one over and in the books. Two and one with his right-hand batter. Trainer Falefa takes inside. He's missing with the breaking ball. It's 3-1. He has been pitching a lot lately. Not very long in outings. Nobody out here. Here's the pitch. And a line drive center field. On comes Duran. Dives. He can't get it. Gets by him. It's going to be extra bases and more. Torres on his way to third. He's held there. And the Yankees are threatening second and third. Nobody out as Duran. I don't think he had much of a chance to catch that ball as he took a dive and it rolled past him. So the Yankees have Bader coming up. He struck out twice and bounced into a force. And Dave Bush visiting the mound. That was hit pretty hard.
He almost caught it, and a really good job by Verdugo to back that up. I mean, he put it into overdrive. Duran, man, by like 6 inches. I'm just not sure in that situation whether it's worth the risk.
It's a 5-run lead, but it'd be nervous time here. Bader, then Volpe, who's had some good swings tonight, and then Horvat, or if they keep the lefty end, it'd certainly be Higashioka or another right-hand batter.
Well, the real issue is they only need 2 more people to get on base for Judge.
Yeah. Time for shutdown. So Bader from Bronxville, close by. So Yankees are threatening here. Many have left the park. Pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball.
I think there's a chance, no matter what, Martin's coming in for the next hitter.
That would be Volpe. Bernardino delivers. Low and inside. He's missing, especially with that slider down and into the right-hand batters. Here comes the 1-1. It's outside. He is not sharp. He picks on the 12th, 13th, and 15th. They had a couple of days to rest. The pitch. Swinging a line foul deep into the third base seats. Turned on that.
Is such a key hitter. If he can somehow get Bader here, then I think you bring in Martin to get Volpe and whomever likely pinch hits for Workfet and stay away from the top of the order.
Yeah. 2-2. Pitch. Strike 3 called. He got a fastball over the outside corner. I don't know how Bader took that pitch.
Alex can't get out of the dugout fast enough.
So he'll go to Chris Martin here. Bader knew it too. So Chris Martin will be coming on. We have a pitching change when we come to you from the Bronx here on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, Here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
Okay, it's Chris Martin time here, and he's been so good for the Red Sox. They certainly would like to see him make quick work of these Yankees here with one out in the ninth, 8-3 Red Sox, but the Yankees threatening the second and third, and one out. Martin's allowed only one run over his last 25 outings, covering 22 2/3 innings. Over that span, an 0.40 ERA. Overall, he's 1.34 ERA, is the fourth best in Major League Baseball. So here comes the 6'8" right-hander, noted for throwing quality strikes. Martin for the 44th time, 3-1 with that 1.34 ERA and one save. Not a safe situation here. So he's got the right-hand batting Volpe and the left-hand batting Yorkbat. Red Sox trying to put the finishing touches on this one, but he's not making it easy here in the ninth. So we are in the Herb Chambers batting order, by the way, sponsored by the Herb Chambers Alfa Romeo of Boston, Alfa Romeo of Newbury, and Alfa Romeo of Warwick. Volpe hit the ball hard twice, a double to deep left center, scored their first run, then he singled to left, and last time up he fanned. That was against Whitlock. So Bernardino faces three men, retires just one, gave up two hits. Responsible for the two runners on. Here's the pitch to Volpe, and the rookie takes a strike.
They had 1-0 up on the board. I didn't see that he got hit with a violation.
Yeah, you have 1-1 now. Was it a delay?
Could be.
Coming in. It'll be a 1-1. And he swings and misses at a slider up and away.
This ballpark's been a nightmare for Chris. 18 appearances here, a 5.09 ERA over 17 2/3 innings.
Volpe's been a good defender. He saved 12 runs this year. 1-2. Outside, he tried to extend it a little more. Volpe didn't bite this time. Yorkbat on deck, left-hand hitter. Two and two. Martin delivers. Strike three called over the outside corner. He took a fastball that was spotted beautifully. Four-seamer at 97 that backed over the edge. So with two down, here is Yorkbat, who's grounded out 4-3, bounced into a 5-6-3 double play, and then struck out.
It tells you something about the Yankee bench that he's being allowed to hit here.
The other catcher, Higashioka's a right-hand batter. And there's a little flare foul, third base side, into the coach's box.
And I know it's a 5-run game, but you got the big hitters up next. You're desperate to keep this thing going.
So many of their bench players play every day these days with all their injuries. They do have the likes of Cabrera. He's a switch hitter. We'll have to keep Yorkbat in the game. 0-1. Foul straight back, and it's 0-2. Red Sox got their 7 runs, the first 7, the first 2 innings, added 1 in the ninth. So Martin trying to end it right here. It's all right. He delivers 0-2. Just a little outside with a splitter. Deck would be LeMahieu, and after that, Judge.
Who would be the tying run.
That's where you really want to put this guy away and end it.
Big blow for the Red Sox. A 3-run homer by Yoshida in the first inning. Here's Martin ready. The 1-2. Just a little outside. Ooh, that was very close. Two balls, two strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 9th inning, 8-3 Red Sox. Martin is ready. He delivers. Swinging a little flare left field. Yoshida's there. He makes the catch, and the Red Sox win the first game of the series. They beat the Yankees for the 6th time in 7 games this year. The final, Boston 8 and New York 3. Totals next on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, it's Lou Merlone here at the Fresh Seafood Counter at My Shaw's Supermarket. When I want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, I visit my seafood experts at Shaw's and Star Market. Their expert advice has helped me hit it out of the park when cooking seafood at home. Plus, when you buy seafood, you could win free groceries for a year or other Boston Sports Prize experiences. To enter the Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes, check your receipt for an entry code when you spend $50 or more. Earn up to 5 codes in one transaction. Visit the sweepstakes site to submit your entry for your...
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Nissan Post-Game Show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Back at Yankee Stadium, and this is the way to hear this wonderful tune by Frank Sinatra after a Red Sox win in the Bronx. 8-3 the final score. You're listening to the Nissan Post-Game Show. Saving the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. We're going to get into the post-game show in a moment, speak to somebody down in the clubhouse, then Joe Weil will take you the rest of the way. But first, let's take 10 seconds for Station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, we're back at Yankee Stadium after an 8-3 win. Thrilled to be joined by Alex Verdugo in the Red Sox clubhouse. Great way to start this series. Alex, I had a feeling that you were going to do big things this weekend after the way you looked this week. What is it about this ballpark that brings out the best in you?
It's just automatic adrenaline. You know, from the moment you wake up, it's a big series, and it doesn't matter really, where we're at schedule-wise, whether, we're the ones that are struggling or they're struggling. It's just, no matter what, it feels like that gets thrown out the window. It's it's Yankees versus the Red Sox. It's just a rivalry that we all know a lot about. And for me, I just playing the Yankees, man, it just brings a little extra adrenaline, and we're locked in from I guess when you wake up, man, you just feel different.
A 3-hit game, and of course you got things started. An 0-2 pitch for a double down the right field line, sparking a 4-run rally. It really seemed to ignite this team.
Yeah, obviously being back in the leadoff spot against the righties right now, just doing my best just to kind of, just control my ABs, man. Not trying to do too much, not trying to go up there and swing first pitch or just get a result done. It's just having at bat, see some pitches, let the game